y'all. Welcome back over to Lady Luck Club with Sweet Tea. How y'all doing? What's going on? Oh, y'all ready? We gonna have some fun, y'all. Shout out to my boys. Shout out to all of you all tuning in. Y'all come in and hit that like button. Yeah, I didn't want to react to this on the main channel. I just didn't. It's my prerogative. Plus, this is sweet tea over here. We listen. This is where we get the tea. This is where we get the scoop. Okay. So I appreciate you all tuning in, and I appreciate you guys subscribing. Y'all subscribe so you can come up in this chat. Hit the follow, hit the like button, hit everything. Let's get ready to have some fun. Oh, child. I know, right? It's the vertical version of something else. What's going on, Angie? Saint, Francisca, how y'all doing? Y'all the real ones up in here with me. I appreciate all of you all. Y'all send this out, tweet it out, text it out. I don't care. Let people know we checking this out, and we checking that out over here. Now, I have not. I don't know if I've ever seen anything from Storm Monroe, but he has a huge following. Huge following. And this, Lord have mercy. So, from what I've seen so far, and it haven't been on his channel, it was on, I saw parts of it with My Chaos and parts of it, I think, with Rim Rum. And basically, Ellis came back with another person that supports Umar. And they had a whole cat fight. It was something else. It's the whole, let me invoke myself into situations for me. Because that's exactly what happened here in the LLC. You know, it was Information Man showing myself doing a live. That person invoked themselves into that conversation. Automatically assumed we were talking about them when I don't have a problem saying their name. And I did a live stream in the car where I said their name and made it very clear. If I'm not talking about you, then I'm not talking about you. And we're too old for this dumb shit. Right? What bothers me now is the concept that I'm going to talk about Umar's mother to get a channel going or built up. No. I thought we was talking about that because we're truly concerned about her well-being. That's my concern anyway. If there is no true concern, if the family isn't pressing for this matter to be addressed in a court of law to get a protection order or restraining order against Umar when it comes to their mother/grandmother, there's only so much I can report on here on YouTube. There's only so much YouTubers can do. If they're not putting the information out there, if they're not showing that they're trying to get her out of this situation, there's only so much, we can do here on YouTube, on social media. The family has to put up the bigger fight. And that's what it comes down to. Whether they're fighting or not, I'm sure they are. If they're concerned, hopefully they are. But I've only seen a nephew come out on Lennon's channel and talk about he just wants to see his grandmother. Has he seen her since? Who knows? He hasn't came out and said anything else. There's been no update from this nephew either. The one person that was not afraid to get on camera and speak out has not came back on camera and said, hey, just want to let you all know that I'm able to see my grandmother. I've been spending, one weekend a month with her, blah, 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 whatever. No updates on that. How much more fighting do you expect a YouTuber to do if we can't get updates about what's going on with her from the family themselves? And for those who do want to get on camera, have not updated us on her status. Does it make sense? I can inquire about it all day, but it will come down to me getting this information from the family. And if one person was bold enough to come on camera, go on Lennon's show and speak out, say he has the right to see his grandmother. There's no restraining order against this young man from seeing his own grandmother. But if he has not came back out and said anything else, and he was able to come out and do a show with Lennon, making a plea to see his grandmother here, how do we know what's going on unless he tells us? Make it make sense. I'm not a mind reader. That's not something I want God to give me the gift of. I want adults to be able to articulate and speak and say what needs to be said. But if you're not the topic of discussion, you're just not. And no one should have to keep repeating that. No one should have to keep saying, we weren't talking about you. No one mentioned you. No one was talking about you. No one should have to keep saying that to a grown adult. So now here we are. Whole thing was Storm Monroe because I guess grown folks thought that they were being talked about. Still, funny how they weren't. And so we're going to check this out. Y'all, get your Kool-Aid, get everything ready, because it just turns into a whole cat fight. It was like, what is going on? Yeah, I started laughing. I was just laughing. I was like, you know what? This would be funny to react to on the second channel. So that's what we're doing. So y'all hit the phone where y'all can see it here. Let's go. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit.
She's not a big fan of him, and the mother's mother. So his grandmother wasn't a fan of him either. So they then she refers to him, and you saw that as
thank you for becoming a member.
Yes.
So
yes.
the mother also refers to him as the devil. I don't know if she's cognitive, if she would be happy with him being the sole care for her.
Well, according to what I saw, he won't even let any of the family see her, and they haven't seen her. The family hasn't seen the mother since 2018, right?
Yes. So they haven't seen their mother from or since 2018. And he won't let them come over. He's out of the country most of the time, or on trips. He won't let them have scheduled supervised visits. He won't set anything up. He won't even talk to them. And I should have sent you that. One of the brothers reached out and asked him. I can actually send that to you while we're on here. But one of the brothers kept reaching out and asking him, "How's mom? How's mom? How's mom?" He just flat out ignores. They're not even on block. He just does that. He does that to everybody. He just ignores.
Now here's the thing, right? According to what you sent me, Umar and his whole family suffers from mental illnesses, correct?
Not the entire family, but a great deal of the siblings. Yes, they struggle with something.
Okay. Do you think it's bipolar, schizophrenia? What do you think?
I would never ever. I can't speculate to that. I don't think I would want to speculate to anyone else having a mental health disorder. And like I said, at this point, whatever said, I have to have evidence on that. So my evidence needs to show that they have been diagnosed with something or been treated with something. And you can't post that out because that will be a violation of HIPAA privacy. So all you're doing is speculating. If we haven't seen them consistently, like, it's one thing to say Umar's acting like an idiot. Well, I can give that opinion based on how he speaks and acts and disseminates information in videos and on posts. Like an idiot. But to say that other relatives have, these mental health disorders, I wouldn't even do that. Because you need evidence for that. And if the goal is, like I said, the only relative that has come out and actually made the plea is the nephew. If the goal was for him to see his grandmother, we have no idea if he's able to see her at this point. Even if Umar just stopped, Umar's wrong for that. Because what we have not seen is any protection order or restraining order Umar has filed against his nephew, brothers, sisters, nieces, anyone, to restrain them from seeing Barbara Shoemake. We have not seen any order from any court saying that Umar Johnson has the legal right to restrain her and protect her from all of her other relatives. So since he has nothing against them in the court of law, he can't just stop them from seeing her. He can't. And her well-being includes having that connection with her family, having visitation with her family that loves her, that her children, her grandchildren. He does not have the legal right to stop that. But see, they got to go to court. They got to say, Your Honor, we don't have any protection or restraining orders, that's been granted against us. We pose no threat. This is our mother/grandmother. And Oompa Loompa is keeping us from seeing her for some God known reason. Like, only God knows why. And it doesn't make sense. If he can't challenge that appropriately in court and get a court order, then he does not have the legal right to block anybody from having visitation and having time with her. She has the right to spend time with the rest of her family. Why would he go out of his way to actively block that? But they have to put up the fight. Child, let me tell you something. God forbid if it was my grandmother. You're not, let me tell you something. You telling me you got a weapon would not threaten me at all. That didn't scare me. We grew up in the hood. What you talking about? You got one, I got 6. What you saying? Saying you have a weapon means nothing. I would take you to court for real. You got to take me to court to keep me from seeing my grandmother. Like that's how that should be. That should be the response. You're gonna have to take me to court to stop me from seeing my grandmother. The F wrong with him. I don't care about him being no public figure, none of that. Umar the Oompa Loompa is going to have to take me to court to stop me from seeing my grandmother. And he's going to have to prove how I'm a threat or danger to her. This woman is bedbound. She deserves to be around her family, to be surrounded with love. And his ass won't let her own children and grandchildren see her. He's going to have to take me to court. But that is the fight that we have to see from them, that I want to see from them. Because I can only do so much as a YouTuber. I can only advocate for so much. After a while, I'm just saying the same thing over and over. They got to challenge that in court. They have to remind him, if you can't even prove to a judge that we should stay away from her, you have no power. And we want you to understand how little we want you to feel when we're done with your ass. I want you to feel like you're 2 inches tall. You will not be able to stop me from seeing my grandmother. You can kick rock, go to hell, kiss my ass. That's it. That should have been a whole interview the nephew had with Lyndon on. He can kiss my ass and kick rocks and go to hell. You're not stopping me from seeing my grandmother. Bottom line, threaten me with a weapon, I'm having SWAT come and pull up on you. All of police are going to be out waiting for you to come outside with that weapon too. Keep on playing with me. Like, there's no way you will stop me from seeing my grandmother. But they have to put up that fight. That's the type of fight they got to have. Just as ferocious as I am right now in this video, they have got to be in the court of law. They should all be out putting out videos. Y'all, he's keeping us from seeing her. Put that public pressure on him. What is it going to do? Because it's not going to stop anything. Like, he's still keeping them from seeing her. So put the public pressure on him. Make him have to explain why he's blocking her children and grandchildren from spending time with her. And nothing to do with like public pressure. And then when the public view get to see, okay, he's out here really doing the most. Why is he doing this? Either he's going to have to stop and give the hell up and step aside, or he's going to have to prove in the court of law why these people should not be around her. Force his hand one way or the other. And nothing does that better like a little public pressure. So you think the entire family will come out and say, we're trying to see our mother/grandmother, and this one mere mortal who has half the brain of a jackass from hell refuses to allow us to just come in and see her without hesitation and without threatening us with weapons. Why can't they just say this in videos? Come out public with this. You want to stop us? You got to get a protection order against us. Otherwise, you can't explain why you trying to keep us from seeing her. I'm just saying that's how honest I would have to be with that one. You're not going to stop me from seeing my grandmother. You will not stop. That's it. That would have to come down to just that. What's going on? What are you doing, honey? I don't get why these women are suddenly psychiatrists now. I think that's what I'm saying. No one has the credentials to sit here and say, listen, I'm not going to say these people have mental health. I can't say that. I cannot say that. I just want to see them come out in the show of force to put the hammer down and the public pressure on Umar. If he is truly stopping them, then there should be some added public pressure. And he would have to challenge me in court. Tell this judge why you want me to not see my own grandmother again. Because otherwise, I don't give a damn how you feel. And if judge says there's no valid evidence or anything to justify protection or restraining order, so you're going to have to let her family come and see her and have time with her. And if you're barely there, why does he care? If he's barely there and he's got random women he's meeting online, going out there to care for her, why would he care if it's his sibling or a grandchild, his niece or his nephew? If he's got some random strange woman from the internet going out to care for his mother, he should not care if it's his siblings or his nieces and nephews that's going out to spend time with her. He's capable, Your Honor, of picking women off the internet to go out and care for my mother/grandmother, and somehow does not want me to see my own grandmother/mother. The hell is wrong with him? You see how that public pressure can change that perception of that. And he'll have to be the one put in the hot seat to explain himself. They can have him served. It's possible to have him served, period. In multiple ways to have him served. If you understand how the law works, you can have him served. It's not that hard to take his ass to court. My whole thing is, no, you're going to have to take me to court. Otherwise, you're not stopping me from seeing him. You're going to have to explain to a judge why you are stopping me from seeing her. Because I'm not the one with the problem. He is. Umar's the one with the issue. Umar's the one that's stopping his siblings and nieces and nephews from seeing her. So he needs to explain his damn self. Until then, kiss our ass. We're coming to see you. And if you sit here and threaten us with a weapon, we'll have all of SWAT come in and ascend upon your dumb ass. And you'll be handled properly by the authorities. The end. Keep on threatening us with weapons. We don't got that. So the police, you and SWAT and the military, everybody got a weapon. So do we. And that's how quick that conversation should come to an end. There should be no excuse. That's my whole point. There is no excuse why his siblings and her grandchildren cannot see her. None. Absolutely none. And if he doesn't like it, he needs to take them to court. Period. Make his ass meet that burden of why he believes that they should be restrained from her. Otherwise, he doesn't have the authority. Yeah, it's so crazy. Let's get back to it. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hit that like button. We're having fun.
The daughter, well, from what you saw on the medical records, is schizophrenia. And the daughter has already came out publicly and said that she suffers. She was diagnosed. So that basically just confirms it. So it could be that the mother is suffering from dementia or the mother is suffering from schizophrenia. I know a lot of the things that look like, when I came out and I did Tasha, I said he looked like he was on drugs. Well, it's easy to confuse. Is this your mental health or is it drugs, So I didn't think that, he would not say that he had issues with his mental health to that extreme. And then I started to watch stuff and then know how he is. And I could start to see the episodes.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't encourage that either to speak on medical records. Because that can be a violation of HIPAA privacy laws. Those are federal laws. Once again, regardless of what anyone proclaims that you may or may not have, how does that justify him preventing his siblings, her grandchildren, from having time with her? It doesn't. He would have to try to justify that in court, period.
Okay.
And then
And
you saw in the text from the source, they said that with him going into those deep trances and stuff, that's how he keeps a hold of it.
Gotcha. Now, before we get into him going into trances and the mama seeing dead spirits, I wanted to show people a video of Anissa, because I mean we've talked about her on the show before.
Mm-hmm.
And just speaking of mental illness, let's take a look at Dr. Umar's daughter talks about being homeless in a fight with mom.
Umar, when I catch you in the motherfucking street.
What?
Well, what y'all gotta understand is I'm not afraid to go to jail. I never been to jail. I could have went to jail. They almost sent me to jail instead of friends and could have charged me for fighting that girl. But
and I don't understand how he could deny her. She looked just like him.
She looks like the mom too. Yep.
God bless her. God bless her. But I wanted to remind people of who Anissa was, but God bless her.
But the time when she came out, she went out on her own.
What?
And that could have triggered a lot of stuff, like mentally what was going on with her, the stress of it.
Yeah, shout out to Melinda for gifting LLC with sweet tea memberships. Thank you so much. You're awesome, honey. Thank you for becoming a member, and thank you for gifting 5 LLC memberships. Yeah, I'm thinking about that. I might, once we get through recording this, I might make this available to members only. I'm mowing it out. I'm thinking it over. But for those that have been blessed with memberships, y'all, shout out to Melinda. Shout out to Melinda, and thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's an absolute blessing, you all. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Hit that like button. And to the mods, yeah. I don't do widows up in here and blasphemy or anything. So if you need to boot out, my mods are only gonna say once. Keep it cordial. Up in the chat. Get crazy if you want to. You will be blocked. That's it. And I'm gonna sleep peacefully. It ain't gonna bother me at all. Thank you so much, Afro Punk Chick. I know, right? You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's get back to it.
Being by herself, she's out on her own, and then not understanding what is going on with her, like what she's going through. Is this me, or is this, this condition or diagnosis that I have? I'm pretty sure that her mother, try to work with her, get her some help, but she doesn't know the other side of the family to be like, oh, okay, this is what's going on. So she's not able to combat it the same way, or to deal with it the same way.
Okay, so let's get into this part. So the mother, allegedly, whenever she calls Umar's name, by the way, does she call him Umar or Jermaine?
She calls him Umar.
Umar. Okay, so when she calls his name, okay. So when she calls his name, he goes into a trance. Can you speak on that?
No. Okay. So that what you were seeing is that there have been times when she's left in the care and he's invoking whatever in spirit into him, and he's in a trance, and she has to like knock something over on the floor or whatever to bring him up out of it.
Mm. Got it. Got it. Okay. She has to knock someone on the floor. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's like to wake him up because she's calling his name. He's not answering. And then that could just be him too, because he does that. You could call his name, and he won't answer. And then
Umar, it seems like you just intentionally ignoring people. We ain't got time for that. Your mother is bedbound. She should not have to call you more than once. She's still your mother, Umar. You dumb Oompa Loompa. Why? I don't give a damn about his trances. You need to snap up out of it when you go home. Your mother is bedbound with medical issues. The last thing she should have to do is keep calling your damn name. You can't make this up, but he won't let his siblings and his nieces and nephews see her. Get the F out of here. Snap out of it. Leave all that demonic stuff at the door before you come in this house. You need to be alert. What's wrong with him? Yeah, this is so crazy. Jesus Christ.
That's how he is. He has things about him. So there is a video that's out where they called the police because he was talking to himself. I know everybody saw where he was cleaning the toilets and stuff. He's learned tricks to like jump on live. A lot of this stuff y'all see him sweating and panting and going in. You're like, where the hell did all of this come from? That's kind of similar to what it looks like when he's having, he's manic.
He's manic. Okay.
Yeah. So they called the police. He hopped on live. If you notice, it wasn't too long before he was on live. Here come the police. So my assumption is that he's in there, like literally talking to himself, going off. And then when he was cleaning the toilets, there was somebody else that was in there. He didn't put him on the live, but there was somebody else that's in there. It's so people won't just like literally like, why is he in there talking to himself, going off? He can blame it on or live or have a reason he's on live.
So let me ask you this. So okay, so let me back up too, because when I interviewed the ex, she was messing around with him too, but the ex-assistant sister, when I interviewed her, she said that Umar was giving you gifts and giving the other girl gifts. So can you speak on that?
I wasn't getting gifts like that. I got a Valentine's, which kind of threw me off because I thought he didn't celebrate Valentine's. I never gave him gifts, which is kind of like me and him were just, it was just a link, but we weren't on gift exchanging. Like I knew him for, I think maybe 2 birthdays, holidays. There were random women that were sending him stuff. I wasn't sending him anything. When I came up, I went to King of Persia, the mall that's in Philly, to get a bracelet. I did a ton. I have the picture, so I did a ton of shopping. I didn't buy him anything. We weren't on that. We both Tauruses. So
was that the question?
That's our thing. We like, dropping down if we're in love or,
Okay, no. I think the question was, did he buy her stuff? He bought he said the blocking side idea when I had the chance, I'm not sure if he's using that account anymore. Oh yeah, no. He's ignoring them. Yeah. Umar be up in there ignoring them. Umar, you can't be ignoring your mother, especially when you won't let your siblings and your her grandchildren see her. She could have family up in there actually, addressing her concerns while you sitting there trying to trance out and go to the inner parts of hell. Wherever your mind is going, we don't care. Either snap into reality or let your siblings come up in there and help you and kick rocks. Y'all, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. It's absolutely insane. Yeah, you're tuning them out. You can ignore all these other people, but don't ignore your mother. And how you treat your mother, how a man treats his mother, how he treats his wife. Isn't that the thing? Yeah, this is Umar, though. He's never been married.
And
I was trying to give relationship advice.
Okay, but he wasn't cashing out on you. She was saying he was cashing out on you.
No. I purchased my tickets. Remember, everybody was laughing at that, like, she didn't get flued out. No, I was good with that. He paid for my phone bill, not because I'm not in a position to pay my phone bill, but because I took off of work. I'm using my PTO. I wasn't charging him to take care of his mother. There was no charge that I gave him, nothing. I did that out of the kindness of my heart because I really wanted to see that school up and running when I thought it was possible that it could be done. But he's the one that gave me the $1,200. There's no text that Umar has like, okay, well, you're going to have to pay me this or you're going to have to pay me that. The least that he could do was pay for it and it paid for the flight because you don't want to need me.
Look at the shine, bro.
That's a fact. That's the least he could do. Yeah.
Yeah. And then my phone bill, because when I got out there, I was leaving work. I had to take my phone. So I was like, yeah, he can pay the phone bill and my baggage. He paid my baggage. He paid the lifts or the Ubers, any of my food. But I wasn't trying to stick it to him. This is even before I saw the house. Right. I wasn't trying to stick it to him, but I mean, I'm not charging you to keep your mother. This is around the clock care.
What?
And you were going to be gone for 4 or 5 days. So it's a small thing.
Absolutely. Now speaking of the school, did you see this recently? Apparently he showed the school off.
He built. This was not a press conference. This was a live stream on Instagram to more than 200 people.
The floors look clean.
Ago, he sat in the Breakfast Club.
Umar, to more than 200 people. I thought you had thousands of supporters over there on Instagram. Yeah, shout out to all the Shango Stick Africans out there. Shout out to the Shango Stick Africans out there, all 200 of them. Umar, don't steal my joke, you pump head. Shout out to the Shango Stick Africans on Instagram. Y'all holding it up. Keeping that stiffy erect. how we rocking over here at Lady Luck Club with sweet tea. Y'all make it a half sweet tea, half lemonade. Georgia Southern twist. Shout out to the Shango Stick Africans. Keeping up that stiffy. Y'all, he got 200 people over there on Instagram. Can't make this stuff up. I thought it was thousands, Umar. Boy, you done fell off.
Cleaning up with furniture polish. Why is you putting furniture polish on the desk is what I'm... And when I tell people, you know, he's...
Not because of the bank, because it does not have a certificate of occupancy.
Child.
Y'all know what's going on. And so do I.
After we get our certificate of occupancy, after we pass the final building permit, now here is where it gets interesting. While he was wiping the desks, while people were watching, while the building had no certificate of occupancy,
that greasy ass
no operating permit.
He's gonna be sliding off.
Make sure y'all hit the PayPal.
He told them make sure they hit the PayPal.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
he just taking.
And you know, kids can't touch furniture polish and put their hands in it, but they swear he's brilliant. He does not have common sense. The man does not. He needs a handler, and that's why he's got chicks around him. Because chicks are not going to be like, dude, I'm not about to do that for you. You can do it. They're not going to do that. They're going to try to do everything for him. So you know, because
Umar,
that's the way we are. And oh my God, it's worse than that. Them greasy desks.
I mean, greasy desks, greasy floors. Now, here's my question, right?
And he don't clean up. We know this from the like.
We know this. We know this. But my thing is this, right? Okay, so you cleaning a school. I heard he still owes $40,000 on the school. Is that true?
I don't know. I stay away from anything like that because it'll make me want to speak on it. And as far as like with my job,
oh, you can't. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
But I don't know if he does, if he owes or he doesn't owe. If you notice, I stay away from the financial aspect ever since he accused me of hacking his bank account.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I was in his bank account, and yeah, he's done a whole lot of lying. So I don't go near it. I don't speak on it or anything, because if I'm gonna hit it on the head, and they're gonna be like, well, how would you know that? So no. I don't look them up in our systems. I don't do none of
that. Okay. I mean, hold on. Let me play a little bit more of this. Hold on.
Academy.
What is he doing?
That language is not accidental. That is the same language that has been running this operation since 2013.
2013? It took him 13 years to get this school open?
Yeah.
I didn't realize it had been 13 years.
If somebody...
Hold on. Yes. Yeah, I did say to block him. Because I'm sorry. I meant to say that to all of y'all mods, but I did say to block him. He gonna tell people to file copyright strikes on me. Heck no, you should not have free range on my platform, especially when no federal law was violated. So it's a false copyright strike. You know, I did say for her to. I said for her to block him, block his ass, because I don't have time for that. If you're gonna go on people's channels and look at their content just to forward over stuff for people to file false copyright strikes, and you know I know better when it comes to the damn law. It's not even a matter of the counter. It's just the irritation of having to think about doing that. Like I have to take time out of my life to file a counter now for a false copyright strike for content that she can't prove she owns. And that was posted up on YouTube at the time I did the video, nor can she explain why she gave a free blanket, approval for people to react and give commentary to her god-awful film. And you're telling her to file false copyright strikes against me, and I haven't done anything wrong to that person. Nope, I said for him to be blocked. He shouldn't even want to be over here. Why should he care? That was some bullshit he did. So yeah, I said block him. I sure did. I just and it's like any of them. Malware the other way. Why would they want to be over here watching and listening? For what? For them to sit around and get mad? Oh, I don't do this to engage with them. I don't even have to say their name on any platform. I just find this to be comical. Because, you got a whole cat fight that comes up. And I'm like, what the hell are they arguing about? Oh, dear Lord. He let this argument happen to y'all. Ugh. But that was it. Just for the comedy of it all. Just because two people are arguing over something that will never happen. No school will open. He will not pass inspection nor does it have the ability to get in insurance. Yeah, no, he's not insurable, and the building is not insurable. But, I just find it to be comical that two grown-ass women arguing like this on YouTube.
Ancestors gave him this in order to execute it, then it would be pulled off flawlessly. His footsteps would be ordered. He does not, and just like I told you, he had to have somebody on the side of him to even do his citizenship for Ghana. He's not that person. He has intellect in one lane, and people keep.
And what bothers me even the more is that you can't sit here and talk about all the horrible things he does. Even if he falsely accused people of hacking his account and all of that, you sit out and dox people. You get information on people, personal information on people, and threaten to use it to dox someone. That's a cybercrime. So if you don't want him to accuse you of hacking his account, why would you make statements that you have personal information on someone to dox them, which is a cybercrime? A crime is a crime. Is a crime is a crime. Whether it's coming from his camp or the other side, it's still wrong and it's still illegal. And they go out their way to make it a point to say malware does the same thing. Yeah, all the information I have on these people. Why would you say that out loud? It's dumb. So you're making it known that what you're going to do, criminally speaking, is intentional. Thank you. But if you put that out there, what's going to happen is you're going to get reported to the authorities. So your job is going to be in jeopardy either way. What the fuck are we talking about? Why make it a point to say that you have personal information on someone? For what? Is that something you even want to disclose? Because that can be used against you. You know that. It's like they don't know this. They don't know that. It's just as bad hearing Umar and the Umar Tardians say it. It's still a crime. I don't care who says it. Why would you want to take time out your life to pull up personal information on someone that is not available online to try to shame and humiliate them with it, to dox them with it, knowing that that is a whole ass crime, but you don't want him to accuse you of hacking into his bank account because that's a crime as well? Yeah, so we just gonna swap out one cybercrime for another cybercrime? What the fuck is wrong with these people? It's so crazy. Either way, it's still wrong and illegal. The F.
Trying to put all this other stuff on him, he doesn't have the intellect for it. He just doesn't. He does not. Wow. And that's hard for a lot of people to grasp. He's very well rehearsed, very well researched. But yeah, he had a lot of help in college, a lot of help. And then he turned around and called a woman a witch. So he wouldn't even have what he has. He does have the Psych D, but he wouldn't have that if it wasn't for off of the backs of a lot of women.
Oh, so you saying did he have people doing his homework?
Yeah, he had a lot of help. A lot of help.
Wow.
His dissertation looks the way that it looks because it's at the very last minute. The very last minute. So he's been doing this from people that have come to me, because I don't go out looking for people that know Umar. They come to me. Mm-hmm. And from what the information that I've been given, he was in a gifted program when he was in school. He played chess. And then going forward, but he was always quiet. He wasn't a ladies' man or anything like that. He was really quiet. He was good looking. When he got older, I'm assuming that people kept telling him he's cuties, whatever, and he leaned into it. But as far as being fed, being, clothes being washed, all that stuff, he was in the household with a lot of kids in a bad situation. So he was leaning on women. There, one person said there was a time he showed up and he was just like really hungry. So he learned how to use it to manipulate women. He's been doing this for a very, very long time.
Wait, what?
And somebody said good looking win, so I had to go find that photo for y'all.
Let them tell it. I don't know, but let them tell it. He's the baddest.
No one said that.
I thought he was safe. I thought he was, he was safe.
No one said that.
He wasn't in a lot of rah-rah.
Has any of you all said he was good looking? Because I haven't seen or heard any of you all say that at all. Not at all. I haven't seen or heard anybody else say that. Yeah, I have never said that. Umar is an alien. Umar, you're an alien. I don't care about your narcissism, you dumb clown. Your stealing and thievery and your deception and your misleading and your dumbass scamming. Yeah, no, that makes you ugly as fuck to everybody with a brain. I don't who said he was good looking. But her. Ain't nobody said that but her. Yeah, YouTube picks. Oh, thank you, Rosetta. Shout out to Rosetta for gifting 5 LLC with Sweet Tea memberships. And yes, YouTube picks people randomly. Ugh. I removed that person as a mod, but yet I guess he was still subbed. He got a subscription. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, YouTube, you suck ass. YouTube sucks, man. It won't let us pick the people we want to give memberships to. It just gives them out randomly. Why is that person still subscribed? I don't know. He want my stuff to get copyright stricken. What's wrong with you? Never did anything to that individual. Never. I don't even have to say their name. Good grief. Thank you so much, Rosetta. Shout out to Rosetta and Melinda. You guys rock. I appreciate you all. And you say I'm not sure how it picks. Oh, yeah, it's just random. I appreciate you all. Thank y'all so much. 3 or 4. You don't know then. I don't understand who said he was good looking but her. Y'all, I ain't never said that. Oh, so Lord have mercy. Make sure you guys are subscribed and you have your I think you have to make sure that your gift button is on to be able to get memberships as well. Don't get me the line, child. I want to make sure that's how that goes. Now, typically we get 10 a month, but I didn't get any free memberships to give out. So I don't know why over here in Sweet Tea, I don't have that option. Maybe it'll do it now. I don't know. It's so weird. I can't tell you all why. But hopefully next month I'll be able to, or hopefully soon I'll be able to give out and give memberships. So that person got a membership. Like, why? You want my channel to get stricken, falsely stricken, and you still sub to it? Make that make sense? Yeah, it's so weird. Oh, it's the weirdness for me. Back to this alien here. Who said he was cute? Who are they? Who always look like a dumb alien? Who are they? I missed it. Who are they? If he walk around here talking about he hungry, what do you mean? He always wants somebody to feed his ass. Get out of here.
It was gonna be somebody cool to link with. I thought I was gonna have fun, decompress. And no, he wasn't anything like what I thought. I'm thinking these degrees. He ain't tapped in with a lot of the pettiness and the bullshit. And no, he's like the head of it. Yeah. He's not what I thought he was.
Let me ask you, do you think there's any hope for him to change?
No, he's 51 years old. A woman will change herself before she changes that man. He does not want to get married. He doesn't want to be married. He doesn't want one-on-one relationship. After me and him called it quits or whatever, all he was on was come to me in pairs. Come to me in pairs. I'm not dating anybody. I mean, there was other stuff that, like, if you match the text messages up with the live, I don't give a damn if he cared about me or not. I'm over him. I'm on something else. But the text messages he did release, and people thought, oh, we exposing her. Did not expose shit. That all of us have it. All of the women that have been with us, we all have the same situation. Was there emotion there from my point? Absolutely. I was caring for his mother. I was wiping his mother's, hell yeah.
Wait, hold on. Because there's a difference. Now, you can be emotionally attached to someone in a relationship and not even know who their mother is, versus I am working for you in this role to care for your mother and could give a damn that you're roaming the earth. There was a difference. So which one is it? Did you care for him and love him or not? I mean, I don't think that's a hard question. But it explains a whole lot. If you actually emotionally had some attachment to him, despite caring for his mother, it explains a whole lot. It causes people to see the messages, the text, the posts, all the interviews you're doing. It causes people to have a different perception. And if you don't care about people's perception, then why do this? Why do any of this shit? Right? I don't care about how anyone thinks of me. I'm not going on 1,000 interviews to prove a damn thing to anybody. Okay. But if you care about people's perception of you, then you go on these interviews to try to change the perception of you, right? Either you give a damn or you don't. I mean, it's YouTube. People gonna think what they want to think. Like, I can't stop that individual from creating a whole new profile and trying to sub to my channels. I can't stop that. I don't want to control anybody on YouTube. I don't want to control how people think, how they react and respond. I just want them to understand what my response will be to their asses. And it will be something that will catch you off guard. Otherwise, go with God. I could care less what they do. I could care less what they think and how they feel and what they perceive of me. Everybody's not going to like my content. It's okay. I don't ever get upset about that. But if people have a perception of me, it is what it is. I'm not here to waste time on earth, live my life to try to change your perception of that. But I'm not going to put out this false perception that doesn't exist either. It makes no sense. So either you loved them or you didn't. Pick one. I don't know if is there in between with this? I loved them, but I didn't. But I cared about them, but I didn't. It was an emotional attachment, but it wasn't. It was a jump out, but he wasn't. Pick one. Which one is it? Now we're just all confused.
But it wasn't to the point where I was trying to block him from getting his wives or anything. All I said is, when you ready, you find somebody you want to start dating, just let me know, and I'm about. But I didn't know things were as bad as what they were when I came to Philly. The way he pitched this to me, Storm, he's hit. Oh, and I'm waiting for him to say he never said this. See, a lot of people say, no, she's lying, but he's not saying nothing. This is everyone else talking for him.
I'll tell you this right now.
Yes.
I have the recordings. He knows I have the recordings.
Stop. The Oompa Loompa is not gonna. He doesn't respond about malware. When is Oompa Loompa responded about giving a $68,600 check to this woman? Have y'all heard him respond to that? I've come to learn this. Okay, if I'm reporting on someone, you got to understand how they think. Umar's an idiot, but he's not complicated either. He's very simple. It's just certain things he's just not going to respond to because he knows, okay, if this is a lie, it's going to play itself out. Does that make sense? It's not even to defend his dumb ass because he can still kiss my ass. But if he knows this person is lying flat out and I'm not entertaining none of that bullshit, it's going to play out to be that way, and then people will see on their own. Does that make sense? Sometimes you got to let people get to know somebody else for yourself. Now, I don't sit here and influence someone to not like a content creator because I do or don't, whatever. There are content creators that I might be cool with that they might not like someone else that I'm cool with. Like, it is what it is. They're grown-ass adults. I'm not here to try to influence their decisions on anybody. So Umar is not going to respond like many of us. I don't respond to everything. I don't respond to everything that people say. The fuck for? I'm not giving somebody, certain people, I just won't even say their name. Child. I'm not even giving you content. Like, my word is funny. But you got a clapback coming from me with this counter. You can retract the damn thing, but whatever. But you got a clapback coming with this counter because you lied and you said that I violated the law. And that's not something you're gonna just say to YouTube just to have my video taken. I don't give a fuck how old you are, how you feel. I don't care about none of it. Why are you making moves that I expect to see from Umar, the Umar Tardians? You're doing the same shit he does. And you can't say when he does it, oh, he's got me effed up and blah, blah, blah. He's going to have to meet me outside. What you mean? You do the same thing he does. What makes any of you all any different from him? You threaten people with personal information to be released, to shut them up. So he does it. It's a cybercrime. You do it, then it's what? No, it's still a cybercrime. Doxing is illegal. Fuck that. What is wrong with them? But they go out and do the same thing. They have the same pattern of behavior. He knows who he's working with and who he isn't. When you have someone go on a live stream on somebody's channel and then texting Umar in real time talking about this person is playing this video, somehow they think they understand copyright laws when they don't. And then they're talking about, should I file a strike? Do you not own this? What do you mean? So you don't understand how copyright laws work. It's okay to say, I don't understand that law. But if you're doing that in real time, then how genuine are you? And you do that all for his attention? That's what some text messages have shown me. I've seen that in text messages. Let me go on Lennon Arnold's channel and in real time text Umar that this video is playing on Lennon's channel so I can get Lennon's video taken down and get his channel effed up. The F is wrong with you. And you want people to take you serious? You don't want people to have this perception of you? Seriously? Really? I don't know how you change that perception that you are underhanded and two-faced. That's some doggish shit to do. I'm not biting my tongue anywhere I go. I'm just not going to do it. That's some BS. How do you go on Lennon's channel and you're doing an interview with him and you got him playing videos that you're now texting back to Umar saying, hey, do you own this? How does copyright laws work? Whatever. You might want to strike this. You want me to strike it? I'm going to strike it. What are you there for? So you're only there to get his video stripped? To get him struck? Because you don't understand how copyright laws work. Get the F out of here. And you want people to see you as a good person. And then when they don't, all of a sudden, oh, they hate me. No, it's the bullshit stunt you pulled that has caused people to have this perception of you. That's some disgusting low-down behavior. And it comes from people who don't understand how social media works either, or laws, copyright laws. Abusing copyright strikes and for what? Because you don't like someone's opinion. When you can just easily have your opinion of me and I can still really show you how much I could give two shits. Oh, I can really give you my ass. I can get savage. Malware got it easy for me. You understand? I could have went savage on her. Savage beast mode on her. I didn't, because I would have really hurt her feelings. But that's the thing. I know how to keep it where it should be on the internet with some back and forth banter. I didn't have her video stricken down because she said I'm the brown skin version of Shrek. For what? I'm not having that strict down. Because at the end of the day, I still care about freedom of speech and expression. I care about not infringing upon someone else's First Amendment rights. And I understand how copyright laws work. I don't want to abuse copyright strikes. Like I see you doing something to an elderly person or a kid or a protected individual, person with disability. That's one thing. You calling me the brown skin version of Shrek, child, please. Either I have a spine or I don't. I have thick skin or I don't. But you going out and doing some grimy ass shit by going on Lennon's channel and then you having him play a video, having him believe that you're trying to hold Umar accountable, and then you're texting Umar saying, I'm gonna have this person's video. How do copyright laws work? Never mind. I'm just gonna have a false copyright strike. because that's a thing that Umar people do. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it because you don't like him and I don't like him either. Do you understand how much manipulation that takes to do that? That is so disgusting. It's so disgusting to do that. And why do you have time on your hands to go and do some bullshit like that again? You got way too much time on your hands. You know how many books you could have read in the time that you took out your life to go on his channel, do a video with him, send him all these links, have him play these videos, and then send text messages to Umar in real time. Should I have these stricken? I don't know how copyright laws work. Didn't you create this? Isn't this your work? You can't prove none of that shit. But yet, let me do this so I can impress you by having the person that you hate the most channel taken down when Umar himself, and I want to be clear on this, Umar tried to file a federal lawsuit against Lynn and Anna. Umar himself failed to file an affidavit to have court fees waived, knowing that he's a pauper and he's broke as fuck and has no job. And he didn't even do that to carry forth and move forward with a federal lawsuit he filed against Lynn and Honor for copyright loss. I have the lawsuit filing, all of it. I even went over it on the main channel. Umar couldn't even do a petition for informa pauperis, where he's saying to the court, I'm broke as hell and I can't afford none of this shit, but I still have the right to file this federal lawsuit against this person. And since he failed to do that and state a claim, they dismissed it with prejudice. Can you believe it? So he can't even bring it back. But you did all that bullshit, and for what? For this pauper to not be able to even do an affidavit to show to the court how broke he is and that he needed a waiver for court fees. So what you do all that for? When he had the chance to sue Lynn and Honor, he failed. He failed. He fucking failed because he's an idiot. So all that was for what? Now look where we at. Y'all some crazy stuff. Umar's crazy, but the company he keep is concerning. Umar got these weird ass women around him, child.
I can't release it to the public, but people, when they go to investigate him, let me just tell you and let me show you. Listen to this, because he lies that damn easy. So when I came out there, he told me, this is the way he came to me. He said, "Oh, I really need somebody to take care of my mom." He knew that I didn't want to be married. That's a proverbial carrot that he could not dangle in front of me. So he was like, but he still tried. He said, I would just marry somebody if, like, I was going to be like, well, I'll take care of her. If you're going to marry me, I'll take care of, And I was like, well, you would probably save yourself a bad marriage if we just figure this out. He pitched it like there was two women, Tanya and Rochelle, and I wish they would reach out to me. They worked for an agency. They were like the heads at an agency. They were on him after he came back from Ghana because his mother, they wanted to put her on medication. He does not want his mom on any medication.
Don't nobody want to reach out to anybody that's got to worry about their videos being struck. Because you don't understand copyright laws. No one has time for that bullshit. They keep playing these dumbass games.
That's the conscious community. They feel like that's a flex. And it is.
Oh my God.
But when you need it, when you have things, then you need it. You have to take it.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't want her on any medications. The only thing he was giving her is this table full of supplements. And he was like, yeah, I need somebody. The nurses keep dropping her. Every time I come home, the house is in messed up, in a disarray. They're not changing her properly. She's got this sore on her now. All of this stuff is on recording. So I'm going into the situation thinking, okay, he done been wronged. He's busy. He's trying to get all of this stuff done. He's
where's that recording?
All of this work. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna perfect it. I'm gonna get everything together, and then I'll be able to take care of her. After a while, I went into that because I just felt protective over her. I mean, like, I'm caring for this lady around the clock. I got attached to her, not like that, but I did. I worried about her well-being. When I came into the house, I immediately knew that this was not what he told me. But on the phone, he was like, I said, well, do you have this? Because I was going to bring some of my 45s, my records. I said, you got a record player? He was like, no, we don't have a lot of stuff. You could be helpful in that. I want, we could put up, curtains and do it. He was pitching this to get me hooked on to taking care of his mother. And to me,
I don't understand. Wait a minute. Wait, what? I'm confused. You understand what's happening maybe one of y'all can explain this to me. Because wait. What's the idea to go out there to do just that, just to take care of his mother? I don't think that's something anybody has to pitch to me. So what was the original motive to go out there then?
We're going to hook up the house and get her all together. I'm hyped up. That's not what happened when I came into the house. And I was like, oh, no. I immediately
oh, my God, I got to look this up.
I knew that something was going on with him, but I thought it was circumstantial. He's overwhelmed. He's got his mother. He has no help. All of these things that these women have been out here will help him. You know, he needs help. No. So I come into the situation.
Okay, y'all wanted to get to the catfight part? Because I want to get to the catfight part. Because otherwise, I'm just lost. I'm a little lost right now. And I'm like, what is going on? Yeah, let's get to the 42-minute mark. I don't. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how did the other one end up on the show. That part I did not catch. I just heard part of the cat fight. Y'all, it's like scratching records. Okay, let's go. I had to fast forward this a little bit because it's God. I don't want to be confused. I really don't. Oh, Angie, have a good night, honey. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, it's 9:04 p.m. Oh, you still with us? Okay, I thought you was going to bed. Don't leave me with the babies. I just get. Okay, I had to fast forward this a little bit.
That I didn't tell them because I didn't need to know that, and I didn't want him to know until later on. And I was like, I don't care because
okay, y'all seeing this? She's posting up messages. Hold on.
The camera. Umar knew everything that was going on.
Let me go back a little bit.
From Umar. Me and her were at it months ago.
Huh?
Fine.
Ooh,
tied to her chair so play with him.
Quickly.
He's like that. So when you leave out of the space, people are like, "Oh, she just mad because she got kicked to the curb." I don't give a fuck about that. I'm happy to be gone. What I'm upset about is the treatment that's happening while you're in it, and then you don't want to be in that space, but you're trying not to like cut it off to be like you on your own.
What is this space?
You're on your own. Figure it out.
Something right now. I'm just gonna put this to bed. Fuck this whole space nonsense. No one owns or controls the internet or any parts of social media. There are over 1 billion users on YouTube. And none of these people that claim to be in this Umar sector are the CEOs of YouTube. They don't even work for YouTube. So they don't get to control or own anything. Period. There is no Umar sector. People who talk about Umar should not be thrown into a box because you will find that to be very, very disappointing when it comes to me. No one owns the actual reporting of Umar Johnson. No one owns that. People can report and disseminate information about him and his dumb ass. I don't know why people keep saying that. It's Umar sector. What sector? So here in the LLC, with Sweet Tea or the LLC, I'm not to be confined to a sector. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about when it comes to Umar Johnson, the Oompa Loompa. And if the Oompa Loompa don't like it, he can come. He can at any time. I'll be waiting on you to respond directly, Umar. You don't scare me. What's wrong with you? You get these weird ass women under control. You're gonna sit here and have a coat.
And I got to the point where I was like, F them. You get how you live, nigga. You want to be nasty to people? Figure it out. Figure it out.
I understand it because it's like if you're taking care of his mother, like the nerve of him to get an attitude, and so it's just
right. Most people don't treat people that are doing you a solid. You treat me like I'm a damn op, and then you up here and he's like, "Don't be jealous of women." It ain't about the women. It's the fact that they get the kind Umar. I get the evil one, and I'm the one in here helping you, trying to get No, sir. I ain't never that one. And that's why I put out the text about I think he thought because I was big or so, I don't know, that I was like low self-esteem and I needed to be in that space to have an identity and all that other shit. But that's because he gauged the book by a cover and he thought it was what it was. And it wasn't. I got to jump on him. When I cut him off, he wouldn't even, so he did the Valentine's thing. I said, well, I left the balloons because I didn't want to take them on a plane. I said, I left the balloons tied to her chair so she could play with them because she likes them. And she had her own, so mine with it was more. And he was like, well, I said, don't throw my balloons away. And then he was like, they're already gone. Don't worry about it. I'll get you some more. But we had a falling out. So he went and he took the balloons away from her and stabbed them and then put them in the damn, between the fridge and the counter.
What?
So I pull it out. The fruit in there is still in there in the freezer. The next time I come out, it's still in there. And then the balloons are shoved between the counter and the fridge. He didn't even put it in the damn trash. So I pull it out. I'm like, oh man. And then he's done stabbed it. You can tell because it's a slit.
You wait a minute. Oh, come on. Why we using terminology like that? He popped the balloons, is what he did. He popped the balloons. Was it with the safety pin? Why we using terminology like this? God, this is so crazy. God, this don't make any sense. She never called me back about his mom not getting her meds. That's what I'm saying. What were the phone calls? Like, they would have came out. Oh, she's not getting her medications. Or going to the doctor. Yeah, no, we're coming out tomorrow. Like, they're just gonna come out. They're not even gonna tell you. They're just gonna show up. You know, when it comes to kids or the elderly or even persons that have disabilities, medical disabilities, she's bedbound. She can't walk on her own. She can't do any of that. They don't play about that shit. They'll come out the same day. But you say when they came out, you protected him. What? I'm still disgusted at the idea of you going on someone's channel, on Leonard's channel, giving him links and videos to play, and then texting Umar saying he's playing this video. Should I file a strike on his page? After you sent him the link to play it. Y'all know how many emails I get? I know Leonard is getting, good grief. He probably gets about 50 to 60 emails a day. Check this out. Check this out. Watch this. Watch that. Here's a link on this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. I get a ton of that a day. Like 20 emails a day. He's probably getting triple the amount a day. Per day. Per day. So you can imagine you making it on his show. He's playing these links you're sending him above everybody else that sent him links. And you're trying to have his page struck. That makes me ask, did you do this to the rest of us? You see how that perception thing comes back up again? Did this happen to the LLC? Did you come on my channel? Because I didn't just reach out to her. You all recommended that I speak with her, like the supporters. I didn't know who she was. And that could be proven with my live stream chats where people, hey, you ought to reach out to so-and-so. And I think it was because she had went on Tasha K. You ought to reach out to so-and-so and have her on. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Talk to somebody that was there in the home with the mother, in the relationship with him, blah, blah, blah. Gave her the floor, gave her the microphone. Did you send me links for me to play and then reach out to him to say, LLC is playing this, you want me to strike her channel? Strike her video? Did you do that with me as well? Because now, you know, if you did this to one, what makes us think you didn't do this to everybody? You see that perception thing comes up again. Y'all see how that perception thing can hit you in the ass? This is so crazy. Just say pop a balloon, not stab. Girl.
This man sounds psychotic.
He's beyond psychotic. That's why I don't really care
weird.
about like what other the online is just to give people the backstory before the other shit that's offline comes into play.
Now, social justice activist, she been commenting a lot. She said, "I love story."
That's a plum ass dummy.
Oh Lord.
Let her tell it. Wait a minute. Let me tell you. Let her tell it. These are the women that are part of like the coddlers. So let her tell it. Nothing was wrong with the mom. Everything was fine. Then you go back on her page and she was like, well, he done took a team of women out there to clean up the house. You said that the house was fine. We've all seen that the house is not fine. His mother is in the house. You shouldn't have spoke on anything until you knew factually that the mother was fine.
Oh Lord. Yeah.
I would never sit up here. And then they did one more. They called PCA. Okay. And told them that let me turn this off. They told them that I'm just obsessed, I'm out of my mind, and that they just disregard all of the calls. So people wondering why people haven't called or whatever. They're not paying these women any mind. It's just the fact that they don't know what's going on and they're speaking on it just to protect Umar.
She said, now social justice activist said, "You don't tell me what to do, old lady." And then she said, "I sure did." I mean, I didn't know it was this much smoke like this.
Girl, get the fuck on. But let her tell it. Let her tell it. Nothing's wrong with the mother. But here's the thing. This is because she.
See, and the only what I don't agree with, and I know I can say for certain, is him actively trying to keep the rest of his family away from her. You don't isolate her, and then you got her around a bunch of strangers you're meeting online to go out and care for her. And so far, these people don't have a license to be caretakers or a certification. Do they even have a CPR certification? Do they know how to use a defibrillator if they needed to? Like these are the basics that I would expect for him to have, considering the fact that he wants to be a public figure and all. You don't just ask people randomly offline. Like the last caretaker he had. That girl was like 23, 24. He just met her online. He didn't know shit about her. And she just flew out there to go take care of his mother. The F is going on. But you won't let your siblings and your nieces and nephews see her? Get the F out of here with that shit. When you can't explain to a judge why these people should be refrained. If you're going to do it legally. And they should be challenging him with that. You want to keep us from our mother/grandmother, you're going to have to take us to court, you stupid fuck. Otherwise, kick rocks. Either take us to court and get protection orders and restraining orders levied against us, which means he would have to provide, some sort of burden of evidence, a preponderance of evidence at that. He would have to meet a burden of a preponderance of evidence as to why a judge should grant any protection or restraining order against any of his relatives from his mother. Make him prove that shit in court. I don't care who likes or doesn't like that. Make him prove that in court. Otherwise, he needs to step aside and let his relatives see her and spend time with her. Because he has no legal reason to shield and guard and protect her, restrain her from them. No legal reason or justification to keep his siblings or to keep her grandchildren from her. None. Him getting mad about a hamburger is not a legal, justifiable reason to say you can't see her anymore. Who the F you talking to? You dumb Oompa Loompa. Why you lie about a building that has been deemed unsafe and not fit for human habitation based on a violation report from the city of Wilmington? Yeah, no, why you lie about that opening up to become a school one day? Keep on. Who the F you talking to? Keep misleading the public and lying by omission. That's the one thing I can say with a blessed assurance I do not agree with him doing. But if you're going to say that she's being abused and all these things, now, because of this fiasco with malware, you got to show some evidence. I'm sorry. You got to show evidence of that. I need to see evidence of that. Because the only thing I can say is I want the family to put up a bigger fight to go and see her. Put that public pressure on his ass. Get in videos. Post up posts. We're not scared of you, you dumb fuck. You bail it out. Stop keeping us from seeing her. It should be to the point where no one should be able to explain or justify this nonsense he's doing with his own relatives when it comes to her. Because she deserves to see her other children. She gave birth to at least 6 kids. And she knows she got more than one child. Why she can't see her other kids? F how he feels. What can he prove in court? Make his ass prove it. That's it. Until that happens, you're not stopping us from seeing her. So you can kick rocks and go to hell. Bye. And that's it.
Doesn't have any information from Umar. Me and her were at it, months ago.
They definitely need to go see her. I agree. They need to go see her themselves.
They come out. They're not fighting with any ammo. They don't have any receipts or anything. What's going on? So they just started using my receipts against me. But there's no information that he's giving them saying, oh, well, use this or use that. Or don't say that because the paramedics actually came in the house. There's body cam footage. So if you say that, that's a way that she's going to easily be able to prove you wrong.
Was there a case that you filed?
No, I had to call the paramedics because she was getting dizzy. I sent you those texts.
Oh, okay.
The mother was getting dizzy and I could not hold her up, and she slid down. You know that she had on these like compression socks. She slid down and I couldn't hold her up. So she went to the floor. She's okay. She wasn't hurt or anything. I sat by her with a laptop, girlfriend on FaceTime, and then I called the paramedics. Right in front of the camera, Umar knew everything that was going on. I called the paramedics. I left the door open, the light on. They came in. They weaved a sheet between her arms, hoisted her up, like I say, like an engine, because that's all I could think of, a pulley system. Okay. The paramedic had to climb on top of her bed to hoist her up, and it was two young guys. And then they finally got her up on the bed. Umar left her. He did not leave her with any emergency contact. I had no background on her condition. I did try to protect him because at that particular time, I thought this wasn't his fault. This is about... this was because he dropped the... But
if she was being abused, there's no protecting him. Yo, I'm sorry. Oh, Lord have mercy. If Umar, if she was being abused, there is no protecting him. Period. That was an opportunity to get her out of the house if she's being abused. Does it make sense? Because you don't file false claims or anything like that. But if there is evidence and signs of abuse, I'm going to wait till he go out of town, and then I'm going to call 911. And I'm going to get the cops up in there. They're going to take photos. They're going to do an incident report. They're going to call next of kin, get her other siblings, her other children, her grandchildren. We're going to try to get her somewhere safe, even if they got to take her to the hospital and then she gets discharged and released to another family member. And then we're going to go to court, get a protection order filed against his ass, and keep it living. Keep it moving. Keep him from this home. We're going to make sure protection orders granted against him so he can't come near this property. We're doing all of that if there's signs of abuse. What do you mean? I'm not protecting his ass. We don't play around with this shit. There is no protecting him if there are signs of abuse. F that. We have an opportunity. We'll wait till his ass leave his house and get on that plane and wait till he's 30,000 feet in the air. And then I'm going to do everything that needs to be done to get you up out of here, girl. Don't worry. We'll call your other children. And then she would be protected by the state. They will automatically put a restraining order in place, a temporary one. And he would have to go to court and fight to get it lifted. If there's signs of abuse, then they lock his ass up because that's a crime. Elderly abuse is a crime. Yeah, that's a crime. He would have gone to jail. But I'm not going to sit here and protect you if I see that there are evidence and signs of elder abuse. No, you're going to jail. And you will not be able to come near this property when you get out. Depending on how heinous it is, it's if they determine how much your bail and your bond is going to be. If you can bond out or not, be irrelevant. But if there's signs of abuse, I don't care how much these women love him. You put up evidence of him abusing his mother, they're not going for that shit. They're going to be like, oh, hell no, he needs to sit in jail. Now you were cool when you was talking about black queens forever, snow bunnies never, blah, blah, blah. But no, we see evidence of elder abuse. No, you need to sit in jail for many, many years. Because here's the evidence right here. All over police body camera footage and photos and an incident report. The courts are saying to keep you away from her. Here's pure evidence that will be irrefutable. And he would have to prove that he did not abuse her. Like, that's how it would have to come down. But I would not protect him in that shit.
Agency, and he's in between finding another nurse. So I'm like, he shouldn't, I'm helping him. I'm here. So yeah, I protected him. But had I known later what I know now, if I had known at that time, I would have told them, like, look around, check her blood, check my blood. Like, okay. I want to hotline this. So people were saying nobody hotline, they just came to social media. No, a hotline before I came to social media. There were hotlines going on before I even got in the house. I hotlined before I came to social media, but I did not tell the public that. I didn't tell them because they didn't need to know that, and I didn't want him to know. until later on. And I was like, I don't care because you're lying.
So I had heard that he's messing around with somebody at the Adult Protective Services. Is that true?
No, but I wouldn't doubt it.
I heard that. I heard he's messing around with somebody.
Like anywhere, Philly Housing Authority, how can you have a lockout tag out, whatever, on her lift chair since 2020? And I think that they have annual inspections. How did this house pass a damn inspection? The fridge alone. Did you see in the kitchen? Did she record in the kitchen?
I have the full video from the house. I mean, they sent me
that for a little bit.
Came out and verified it. He's like, yep, everything, this is all happening. Why don't the family go and check on her? Well, he pulled the gun on me. They're not going back over there. But they were dropping.
No, I would go back over there with the cops. Oh, he put a gun on us? Okay, we bring SWAT next time and keep on. We'll bring the National Guard. We would go to the president on your ass. I mean, we do what we have to do. No, we're going to go to court on you. We're going to go to court on you. You pulled the weapon on us. Here's the evidence, the video camera footage. And you don't have a valid legal reason to do that. We're not a threat to you or her. Keep on. Next time the cops coming with us, and then you're going to get popped. He's holding her hostage in the house with a weapon. What else needs to be said? You pulled the weapon on us to keep us from seeing her. So you're holding her hostage, you're keeping her from seeing her own family members, and you can't stand before a judge in a court of law and explain why? How dumb you want this to get? He pulled a gun. I'm calling the police. I know, right, Andrew? I'm calling the police. Nope, zero tolerance. You got a weapon around this woman. Y'all, you got a weapon around someone that is bedbound, and you pulling the weapon out on your own relatives because they want to spend time with her. Yeah, okay. We'll go back to the car since you want to get nuck if you buck. And we'll have the police come out. He's got a weapon. He just pulled out a loaded gun on us. This woman is bedbound. She's got all these health disabilities and issues. Y'all need to come get his ass. We don't know what he's going to do to her in there. What else needs to be said? I'm going to say everything to get the police out there. You getting tackled and popped today. Keep on. Play with them if you want to with this weapon. And then explain to them in front of us, like explain to the police why we can't see our own mother, grandmother. The F you saying? This got to be a joke. Oh, he playing. So we're gonna buck back with the cops. I'm calling the police. The F. This is what I mean by the family has to put up a stronger show of force. That one move that allegedly was made. Because I haven't seen video camera footage on this. I want to see video camera footage. But if that happened, why didn't they call the cops? Okay. He just put a weapon on us. We calling the police. The end. So now you want to pull out a loaded weapon and we're not a threat to you? You know who we are. Keep on playing. Bitch, please. I want to see the video evidence of that. And if he did that, they should have called the police on his ass. What are they sparing him for? The hell we doing? Oh, I don't know what's going to happen. But y'all might want to go in and check. Because there's certain things that I don't care how much of a fanatic of Umar's you want to be. Certain things you just can't explain. And if he did that, and there's evidence of that, how can he explain pulling out a weapon on his own relatives that wanted to come there to see her? They're not there to see his dumb ass. They're there to see her. So what reason would he have to pull a weapon out on him? That's not his house. You don't get to sit here and say, oh, you need to leave. Why? We're not a threat to you. What are we doing? You don't get to sit here and evict somebody from her property. You have to have a legal right to do that. So otherwise, they would have to explain that. He would have to explain it to a police officer in real time. Should he even have a weapon? Is he on probation or something? Like, does he have a license to carry? And why would he pull his loaded weapon out on his relatives again? Why would they not call the police? He can say whatever he want to say on the internet. He lies like hell, but he can take us to court and prove it. So we don't care what you tell people on the internet. No, but you take us to court. and go prove to a judge why you felt the need to pull a loaded weapon out on us. Once again, there's no protection or restraining order that he has granted against his own relatives to keep them from seeing their mother/grandmother. So if he can't take this to court where it belongs and prove to a judge, I don't give a fuck about his tantrum. F his tantrum. He is too old to be doing dumb shit like that. And that's a dumb move that's going to cost you a 911 call. Now you got to explain this to the police and prove to them that somehow I don't have the legal authority or the right to go in and see her, and you don't live here either. Fuck you. Are you kidding?
Gifts and, you know, leaving cards and all that other stuff. And he ripped up one of the cards you seen in the text. He ripped up the card and put it like, that's malicious. If you got a problem with the family, that's one thing, but they don't have to be visiting her while you're there. You're out of the country most of the time. The court is not going to understand that. She's in a bad way. You're not even there. You're getting random people to take care of her, and her family is willing and able and interested. And even if they don't get custody of her, putting her somewhere where everybody can see her, you know, and enjoy her and love on her.
That would have happened that night.
Absolutely. And I've always said that if he don't have the time to take care of her, just make sure she gets just put her in a home.
That's
I mean,
it.
That's
all
it.
He let random women.
women.
Yeah, but he let random women from the internet take care of her. Can you imagine it?
Control. It's about control. It's about control.
Is it also about her Section 8 and her disability check?
No, because he can find a woman. If he have a woman, Storm, to lie.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit.
Opinions. Oh, Storm, did you post the things from the court?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Hold on, let me pin this link.
Did this interview come back up again, y'all? Did y'all know?
Hold on, let me hit it again. Come on. I feel it because you were talking a lot. I ain't gonna even before I was reading her comments, she was posting like crazy.
She's a serious caper. Come on up
and
here.
And in all caps. Y'all cut it with the all caps. I mean, come on.
All right, message 10. All right, so that link is for Philly and Philly only. So she had a lot to say in the chat. I'm expecting her to hit that link.
It was there's a whole, there's probably about 6 of them. They rotate in and out. He rotates them in and out.
Wow. Oh, she got quiet.
She's a fucking goofy.
She
is straight up goofy.
Oh no, you gotta change your name though. I can't let you up here with that. You gotta change your name.
They dox everybody else.
Yeah, so somebody just hit the link and they name is Throat Goat. No, you gotta change that.
They're trying to be funny. I mean, bring her up.
Okay. All right, Philly.
I've been waiting on
this. Storm, I've been waiting on it too, boo.
Okay, I'm gonna let
you don't know where my cat went or been. I know where your mouth been. I know where your mouth been, and you are a liar. You up here lying to Storm. He asked you, did you go to court? You said no. You took your ass to Kansas to the courthouse. Told those people that Umar, you told those people that Dr. Umar was harassing you, and the judge threw your big ass out on your fat ass heel tops.
I can't hear nothing.
What? Yeah, you hear me. Storm, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Well, why she can't hear me? Because the truth hurts. The truth hurts, heifer. You leave Dr. Umar the fuck alone. He don't need you to take care of his mama. What the hell wrong with you? And all these crazy ass women. Y'all get some shungo and don't know how to let go. He don't want your ass.
I'm on here with platypus now.
He don't want you no more. And I'm not gonna sit up here and go back and forth with you. Just leave him alone. You drugged his mama. We did not need to know what his mama had going on up under her clothes. I said you was a old ass woman. Talking about I'm old. I go to the test to get you any day, baby. If I wanted to shungo, I could go get it. But I don't want it unlike you. You can't let go. Let him go. Why are you going on?
I can't hear nothing.
Yeah, you can't hear. You heard Storm. You don't want to hear me. Tell Storm. I'm gonna send Storm. Storm, what's your email? I can't find it. She lied.
Oh, you can send it to monroestorm59@gmail.com.
Okay,
y'all, he just sit up and let this happen, y'all. He has not said one word. Y'all. Lord. Oh, this is so funny, child. I know, Lord. Child, what the heck is going on? This is crazy. He just sat back and said, yeah, I'm going to just let them go in.
The courthouse is not a playroom, ma'am. Get out. Get out. She's talking about she need a damn restraining order. You the one interviewing about this man every other week. Why the fuck do you need a restraining order? I'm sorry. So why do you need a restraining order if you stalking him? He don't mess with you. He don't want your coochie. He don't want the cootie pop no more. He has plenty of coochies running around in his DM if you want it. I'm just sick of this. I'm sick of her every other week. Dr. Umar, let me tell you about Umar. See, I took care of his mother, and I'm the only one that can take care of his mother. No, the hell you not.
Ooh wee.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh, you know what? I'm just like y'all here.
I say to Jerry at your geriatric. Well, okay, that's all I had to say. I'm gonna send you a copy of that order where the judge said, Dr. Umar, you win. It's dismissed with prejudice. Get your ass up out of here. Run on back up out of here and go do another interview with Storm about Dr. Umar. That's gonna make you feel good.
Did he say that?
No, I'm saying that. I'm saying that.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, oh my God.
I mean, she's telling you the same thing, Storm. She's telling you the same thing. She keep repeating.
What some of the receipts that I've seen, I have not seen before. I'm gonna be honest with you. She clicked off. Okay. With some of the receipts she sent me, like last night after my interview, the sister of the other person that was there. Anyway, I had not seen those before, so that's why I brought them.
What were they? I'm sorry. What were they?
All right, can you hear us now, Lene?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay, I'm gonna let y'all.
She can let me have it now. Go ahead. Let me have it.
Hear her.
Since you know where my coochie, stop lying on my cat. I'm like, stop lying on my cat. Stop lying on my cat.
Why are you yelling and shit?
I don't do women. You don't know where my cat is. You don't know where my cat is, but I know where your mouth is.
Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling?
Because I can't.
Y'all. Lord, mercy. Oh, Lord. She gonna be sick. Y'all, this is what I came in on. I think Rim was playing this. Either Rim or Mike Chaos Brew. Shout out to both of them. This is what I came in. I was like, what the hell?
Okay, bitch. Well, this is what it is. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
You sound crazy.
I know what I'm talking about.
You sound crazy. You ain't even admitted yourself. You only know Umar for a year.
How do you know? How do you know how long I've known Dr. Umar? You only knew him for a few months before you flew your ass out there and sucked the Shango.
Okay, I didn't go to that night, you stupid ass. What business is that of yours?
You made it our business when you put it out here. You made it our business. You made it our business. You made it our business, girl. You made it our business.
Home from the bar.
No, ma'am, you made it our business.
How long was I supposed to wait?
You told Tasha K, I'm the throat goat.
We was playing, you dizzy asshole. We were playing. We were playing, you dizzy asshole. Get some new material and bring your slutty ass back up here.
We tired of you.
I don't give a fuck what you tired of. I don't give a fuck what you tired of. And we not that far apart. We're not that far apart. We're not that far apart.
Leave him alone.
Pause and breathe. Yeah. Y'all see why I came over here to the Lady Club with Sweet Tea, y'all, because we got to drop the tea on it. Oh, I laughed for many, many hours. Y'all, all you can do is get tipsy and just listen to this and laugh. That's all you can do. I'm not even trying to figure out what one is saying. We got the captions going, y'all. Just try to keep up. It's funny.
I'm fucking bitch. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna drag your ass, and when I get done, I'm gonna drag your ass too.
You calling me out of my name? I didn't call you.
Because I can.
You want to call me a bitch? You a nasty bitch. You a fucking bitch. You a dirty bitch. Go to hell, bitch.
Yeah, right back.
When you call me a bitch, you call me a bitch.
I got skin in the fucking game. What is your deal? What's your deal? What's your fucking deal?
Is it my business?
What's your deal?
You came here and told us. You proudly proclaimed yourself as a throat.
It was a joke, you dumbass. It was a joke. How she was playing, I was playing. You using that because you ain't got shit else to talk about. You don't have shit else to talk about.
I'm using the truth.
You have nothing else to talk about.
I'm using the truth, girl.
You are bobbing for nothing.
You went on Leonard's channel and you talked about Dr. Umar 3 times.
I sure in the hell did. I sure in the hell because I can. I lay down with him. What the fuck is your excuse for being in there? What's your excuse for being in there?
We're talking about his mother.
So I can talk. He's not the only damn sibling. I have permission to talk about her.
Well, I'm taking your permission back.
No, the fuck you ain't, bitch.
I'm taking your permission. You know what? That was funny. That was funny. I'll take your permission back. Y'all. She said, I'm taking your permission back. What? What? Oh, no. Oh, Lord have mercy. She said, I'm taking your permission back. Oh, no, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny. I don't care what nobody said. That's funny. That's funny. That was funny.
Come get it. Come get it.
You're going to be a bitch. You better be a good bitch.
All of y'all. Come get it. Come get it. You want the permission? Come get it, ho.
Oh, wait. You're really mad.
No, not really.
Mad?
Not really.
You're so mad.
Not really.
Why are you so mad?
Girl, get the fuck
You so
down. You
mad,
have shit to come with. This is why I don't entertain
You
you
so mad,
or
girl.
Patty,
You
because
get
y'all
mad at me
stupid as
because you
fuck.
came out here and told everybody
blow
about this Shango.
This is a
I
joke.
don't know my cares. I'm a sex
will not
some
know
Shango.
Yeah, did they plan this? This ain't scripted to me. I don't feel the genuine cat fight in this. This ain't scripted. That was fun. So I'll take your permission back. Did they plan this? They must have wrote this out. Oh my god. Y'all, it sounds like they planned this. We're all just literally here for the entertainment of it all. Because I don't see how is this serious to anyone? No. I will not take this serious. I'm gonna take this as these two scripted this whole thing. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear nothing you said for 5 minutes. I'm gonna let you have it, and then you gonna say you're gonna let me have it, and then I'm gonna go in, and then right when I start, you're gonna cut me off, right? And then I'm gonna say I have permission to speak, and then you're gonna say something funny, and then I'm gonna say this. That's how I feel. I'm just gonna say this was scripted. It's funny though.
As soon as I get to Florida, I'm gonna suck some more. And then I'm sucking the new Shango.
You sucked out the Umar Shango.
Oh, you done found something now. You don't know something.
25-year-old.
You know something.
You brought a 25-year-old girl.
Oh,
You mad?
Man, if you're sitting up here grooming 16-year-olds, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed. That girl reached out to him at 16 years old.
You have nothing.
He watched her get to an age that he could go and sleep with her.
I can talk
You
about
are a
whatever I want
dingbat.
to.
You a dingbat.
If you put it on YouTube, I can do commentary. You shouldn't.
Nobody cares. Do your fucking commentary.
Whatever, girl.
Bloody
Whatever
ass
I
arms.
want to do.
Just put on a fucking shirt and do it.
I'm grown. I pay the bills over here.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Get you some fucking Rogaine for them damn edges.
Oh, girl, whatever. Girl, I put myself up against you any day, bitch.
I doubt it. I bet you right there. I bet you I said, don't touch you.
Rogaine, girl, bye.
You still out here caping for the Shango. I done had it. Turn around the board.
Bitch.
I rated 2 stars. It's not worth the drama. Go live your life, sis. Go live your life.
You know what, bitch? I'll slice your ass up the belly like a fuck.
Oh no. We don't do violent threats. Stop. Oh, both of y'all too old for that. You can't make this up. You dingbat. Somebody got a dingbat. Yeah. I said this thing a mess. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, it sounds scripted to me. What y'all think? Hit the 4 if you think this is scripted. They playing this. Who knew? Enemies can become friends over this one cat fight. We can bridge the gap and come together, and we can all cohesively say that this was dumb and funny as hell. It's how y'all hit the 4 if you think this was scripted. I think this is scripted. I think they planned this out. Y'all, Emperor Pulse and Storm Roll too. Y'all, he just sitting there enjoying the hell out of this. Live stream WWE. Who knew? Umar uniting people across the aisle over a cat fight. These two arch nemesis were able to come together and plan out a whole script. A whole fake cat fight. That was fun. So I'm taking that permission back. Y'all, Storm got 13,000 views on this video. Y'all see this? 13,000 views streamed 4 days ago over this video. Do you understand? People like this. This is just entertaining. Umar, you bridging the gap with your enemies. The frenemies become enemies, become frenemies. They're like, you know what? Okay, what are we fighting about? We're gonna go out and fight. Let's do this for real. Let's plan this whole thing out. Let's do it right. We're not gonna understand what either person is saying. We're gonna cut each other off. We're gonna sound like 2 howling cats scratching the chalkboard. It's just gonna be a bunch of that. Then you gonna say something, and I'm gonna say something, and then you gonna say I'm gonna let you have it, because she gave her a moment to say, all right, she can come back here and say whatever she gonna say, right? So that was that moment where it's like, okay, yeah, no, this is because if you're arguing for real, I'm giving you an opportunity to come with a comeback. Hell no. This is not even a debate. This is an argument. We catfighting. You're not gonna get one up on me. I'm not giving you a chance for a rebuttal. What the hell? No, we're not doing this fairly. No. I want this to sound as dumb as it's gonna be. And Storm is gonna sit there and just let this happen and enjoy it all, which he's doing. Y'all, he is enjoying this in real time. Yeah, I'm laughing my ass off right now because I don't know. When you can't understand what's being said, the only thing you can do is enjoy a glass of wine. Y'all get malware to pull out a glass on us or a bottle and just sit back and giggle and laugh. That's all you can do. You can't make this sound. This was not scripted. It sound like it's scripted. It sound like blah blah blah. Umar, how are you uniting people across the aisle? You got people sitting here giving each other courtesies and cat fights. Like she literally said, I'm gonna let her go in. What? This is a cat fight. No, you don't. You don't let nobody go in. No, I'm winning this. What do you mean? Hell, no, I'm gonna keep going until you're exhausted of it. What? When I heard that, I was like, oh yeah, this is scripted.
I told you to let me go. I was gonna get her where I wanted her. I'm sorry, I was talking to my friend. Go ahead, sir.
Lord have mercy.
It's never that deep. That's what they wanted. The mess. You got up here and didn't say nothing. No facts.
Now, 200, you haven't said no facts. You repeating the same thing.
I'm taking that permission.
Over and over. The mama needs help.
And I asked him to come on the show.
Dr.
I asked him to come on the show. He reached out to me. They always reach out to me. All of them shows, I never asked him to come on. So what that tell you? Did your boy lie to you?
I already said how that happened. I did not know who she was until my supporters recommended that you come on. It's by word of mouth. I don't watch Tasha K like that. I have nothing against her. I just don't watch a show like that. It's not somebody I watch. She asked to talk about something that is of interest to me for me to watch her show. Otherwise, I have no issues against her. I just don't watch her like that. I'm not subscribed to her channel or anything. I didn't even keep up with the lawsuit that Cardi B had filed against her. I wasn't really even going in on that. Didn't barely keep up with it. So it wasn't until my supporter said, you might want to talk to this person. Somebody of you all recommended that I talk to the other one. What's the lady that was the strip dancer, whatever? I was like, no. Because I really don't know what there is to say to that person and what they would be of value to the platform. And regret this one, because if you did what you did to Lennon, then you have to prove to me that you did not try to set me up to get a false copyright strike. Because it seems like that's what they're doing now. They're having fun with that bullshit. While they still have, complete ignorance of laws. But that's what they're doing. So they're going out and still proving at the end of the day, they're no different than Umar. And you were doing this in real time, texting Umar while you're on Lennon on the channel, trying to have his video struck. That's some low down, grimy bullshit. And that right there is why I personally regret having this person on. And then you want people to take down their interviews with you. For what? You can't prove you're the actual creator and owner of it. No. That's not how copyright laws work. The fuck? If I don't understand laws, I am going to text someone and went to law school. Or my godmother. I'll just do that. But that should not be how they test their knowledge of federal laws. Let me have people's channels impacted because of this. Are you kidding me? It's insane. It's not something to brag about. It was by word of mouth because of your interview with Tasha K that people were recommending you go on these content creators channels. And mine was not meant to be some garbage shit. It was put out some real information, especially pertaining to his mother, that can get her out of this situation. And I'm still waiting on the actual evidence of the elder abuse. Because when you had the opportunity to get her out, you didn't. You protected him. And then you turn around and do this to Lennon. That's so grimy and disappointing. It's not even funny. This cat fight is hilarious, though. But that right there is so grimy. That's so grimy. The Shango Madam Championship. Where my Shango stick Africans at? Oh, where the Shango stick Africans at? Yep. Cheryl said we were all taken with her because we were good people. Exactly. We gave the benefit of the doubt, but to find out that, in real time, you're texting him about Lennon while you're sending Lennon videos to play on his channel, and then you're trying to find a way to have a video strict because he just played this. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Oh, that was so grimy.
Oh, the court that you lost? You told Storm you didn't go to court.
No, I never said that.
Yes, you did, Storm. Will you please?
So tell us, Lene, tell us again, what happened when y'all went to court?
When I went to court, I came in with the words from the federal investigation, that he's under federal investigation. I told the judge that.
Oh.
And that was supposed to end it right then and there. The information that I gave her, she was supposed to take back my understanding, our understanding. She takes it back, looks at it, what they call under camera, and then she comes back out. But I can't obstruct justice by openly telling him he's under federal investigation. But the judge made me, and I did. And I did it on transcript. And I'm still out walking free because it wasn't a lie. I have, and I've shown, and they said that it's all fake. Well, we shall see. We shall see. Online, they say he's not under federal, that nigga is under federal investigation. As soon as he doxed my number, they were calling me. We're gonna let y'all figure that out, though. I told all of you, keep your name out of it. Stay away from it.
You can't turn around and threaten to dox people with private and personal information out. If you know you've been a victim of this yourself, then why would you threaten to dox someone else? Yeah, somehow, the FBI will still have jurisdiction over that complaint if you dox someone on the internet, especially if you're doing it across state lines. Why would it be okay for you to dox someone if it's not okay for him to dox you? It's wrong either way. The F. And then, whether he's under, let me tell you something. When it comes to this federal investigation, Margaret lied so much and said that as well. She lied so much about everything else. It makes it hard to believe. And because I know that you can't just release information about an ongoing federal investigation, it also makes it hard to prove that one is going on. He would have to say, I'm under a federal investigation, or there would have to be some evidence at least confirming he's under investigation. Like they could send you a letter to let you know that you're the subject of an investigation. Like I went over the type of letter that the feds could send, like a target letter almost, saying, hey, you are the subject, the target of an investigation. So it's something that could be put out there, but it's not something that's commonly put out there. So because of that, it makes it difficult to prove that he is under federal investigation. It would literally have to come by way of his confirmation, to which he's denied. My only issue was that the person who said it, malware, had lied about so many other things that it was hard to believe anything she said after that. That included him being under federal investigation. But even if I wanted that proven, I know that you can't just release evidence on an open federal investigation. I know that. So I said, I'm not going to speak on it or report on it because I can't prove that he is. And there's no evidence sufficient that has been released to prove it. Whether he is or isn't is something that we're just going to have to see as evidence is released. Does that make sense? Now, why is it that all of you all understand that except this one person? Why is it that difficult for anyone else to understand it? This one person, though, thinks that I'm putting it out here that he's not. No, I said I can't even report on it because I have no way to prove that he is. I speak very carefully and intentionally when I speak. I don't know how things are being transcribed to something else when I'm not saying that. I did say that since malware lied about so many other things, and she also said he was under federal investigation, it's hard to believe anything she says. But there lies the problem. How do you prove someone's under federal investigation knowing that you can't? That's not a whole lot of evidence that can be released from the feds on that. So until that happens, until evidence is put out there, I'm not going to talk about it. It's that simple. But for the things that malware could have proven, she failed to do. And they failed to hold her accountable. They think, oh, you're kicking a person while they're down. Who told her to get down there? No one told malware to go into the Valley Low and lie about a check. And to talk about legacy home buyers and then pretend like she don't know what nobody is saying when they pull up this advertisement that came from somebody else. Like all of a sudden she has no concept of what a flyer is. What the fuck is going on? Now, I'm not going to treat her like she's that simple. She can pretend to be stupid, but we know that you know what a flyer is versus a real check. And you could have still shown proof of your bank statement that you deposited $45,000 or $68,000 into your account. The fact that she still refuses to show evidence of a deposit into her bank account with a bank statement tells me everything I need to know about her lying like hell. Lying by omission. You know, when you fail to produce evidence on this. So why say it at all? Why even put any of this shit out there? Why say anything? Because if you lying about 90% of everything you're saying, even if he is under federal investigation, people are still going to question it because of who it came from. Does that make sense? Hit the phone. So the idea that, oh, what people are saying, you know, I'm lying about that. No, I'm not confirming or disproving that. I can't because I don't have any evidence to confirm or disprove it. The only thing we can do when it comes to that federal investigation in Umar is to see what happens as time passes, if anything comes out from it. If he is under federal investigation, at some point, some evidence will come forth, or an indictment, or from some grand jury or something. Something will come forth at some point. But when malware lied about everything else, she'd be pissed off that she lied. She also mentioned him being under federal investigation. She did a whole video about it. She titled the video, "He's under federal investigation." So what reason do we all had to believe her say anything? We don't. But if you believe that to be true, then either you're going to prove it or we're all going to wait. Either way, that's it. You can't get upset because no one wants to entertain that because an inveterate liar that you refuse to hold accountable mentioned that he was under federal investigation. And since she couldn't prove anything else she said, didn't nobody trust anything she said. We don't have to trust anything she said. We don't owe her that shit. Y'all see how that works? No one talking about that case. Exactly. We didn't mention him being on a federal investigation. Should he be by the IRS? For sure. But is he? I don't know. I have no way to prove or disprove that. And I know typically with federal investigations, those agencies don't release evidence like that. So I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not even going to entertain the bullshit until something comes up from it. That's it. It's that simple. That way, I'm not just saying things I can't prove. Because we've all gotten enough of the dumbass lies. Hit the phone. How we can all say amen to that. We're sick of the dumbass lies. That's what we tired of. So until any evidence comes out to prove that to be true, it is what it is. For everything else, my work could have proven with evidence with a bank statement, and she failed to do that. So, then it's crazy. Hey, Kayla, how you doing, honey? What's going on? Yeah, Lynn and his good people too. Yeah, exactly. He didn't deserve any of that. Let me play this video and then try to strike his video because he played this link that I sent him. What? So you did this to all of us? Woo, you're talking about grimy as fuck. Oh, that's so grimy. It's so grimy.
Oh, yeah, she said it on camera. She said she's gonna gut me like a catfish.
Lord, catfish.
Well, ladies, this is at least y'all got to talk to each other.
I hope you have a nice day, though, Philly. I really do.
Well, I hope you have a nice day too, ma'am. I'm gonna have a wonderful day.
Yeah, I think I don't take it personal. It's just it is what it is. You jumped up here. I don't know why you said that on camera, but
I ain't say what. You said worse, ma'am. Ain't nobody saying
What I say? I know my perimeters.
Well, I know mine too.
Okay, well, you crossed out of it.
I fish all the time, dear. I fish all the time.
Y'all get, this is why I tell women to stay away from this because y'all get emotionally invested in it.
I am not emotionally invested, honey.
But you are. You telling somebody you're gonna gut them like a
I don't want to sleep with Dr. Umar.
What
I have Storm's recording just like you, ma'am.
Right, but I have a question, and I'm asking
do what you do. No, I have a question, and you always you're defaming me. You lying on me. You lying on my cat. You never met.
I have proof. I promise you.
And all you do is
your boy told me that you had a baby by your uncle.
Prove it. I would like to love you prove that, ma'am.
Because y'all kept coming at me, and
I
had to back you up. This is my question. I don't understand. Me, Umar, I know him personally.
I want proof.
I've been wrong.
A baby by your uncle? What did I just say? Huh? Oh my God. What do you mean?
Out of your own mouth, ma'am. You said you shut his shotgun, and then you're gonna tell me why am I
Jesus.
on it?
Question. This is what I don't understand. Me, Umar, I know him personally.
I want proof.
I've been wrong personally.
I heard somebody having a baby with an uncle. Is that
what?
I have Storm's recording just like you, ma'am.
Right, but I have a question, and I'm asking
do what you do. No, I have a question, and you always you're defaming me. You lying on me. You lying on my cat. You never met.
I have proof. I promise you.
And all you do
that
is
your boy told me that you had a baby by your uncle.
Prove it.
What? Your boy told me you had a baby by your uncle? Y'all see that? What the hell? Who heard that? When was that a rumor? She had a baby by her uncle? When was that a rumor? I don't know this woman, but man, that's a mighty accusation. Oh my God. Is there a DNA test or something? What? Who said this? Who said this? I have never heard that rumor.
I love you prove that, ma'am. Because y'all kept coming at me. I had to back you up off of me. But this is my question. This is what I don't understand. Me, Umar, I know him personally.
I want proof.
I've been wrong personally.
I met Umar.
You have nothing in this. You don't know Umar personally.
You just don't know about it.
But you don't know him personally, and you don't know me personally.
Don't know about it. Stop lying on my
cat. You understand how this is going to look.
I need you to show proof of what you're saying.
Outside looking in.
Prove it. But see, you said
you're like a deranged fan. I'm not saying this is hard, but I'm saying this is how you look. You have no skin in this story.
You said that out of your own mouth, ma'am. You said you shut his shotgun, and then you're gonna tell me why am I speaking on it?
And another one bites the dust.
Why am I speaking on it? Because you put it out here.
I told you let me go. I wasn't gonna do nothing. I wasn't gonna say nothing bad.
I don't care what you say. Prove it. You want to lie on me? Stop lying on me. You came into my life a long time ago.
Look, she just asked a question about somebody having a baby with their uncle here. Can we? Well, I mean, where did that come from? Who started that rumor? Hey, who started that rumor? It was rumored by who? The boy would be who? That's what I'm saying. What boy said this? Your boy said you had a baby with your uncle. Yeah, that is crazy. What boy?
It told me I was crazy. Just calling me all kind of. You doxed my address. You've been doxing me since you came out here.
Pause?
You doxed my address, ma'am.
Oh, it's the doxing thing because
you know cyber crimes. Tell them how you doxed my address. Tell them how you doxed my address. You call me crazy. I had never said a word to you. Oh, where did everybody go? Why am I the only one up here? Storm. Anyway, ma'am, I'll close out my part. You came out here and told everyone that you sucked the shungo and said you were a throat goat. Dr. Umar, stop messing with you. You texted him for 3 months. He didn't respond. Then you went on Lennon's channel and you did 3 interviews. You kept pushing at him. Finally, he went live and we know what he said. And he hasn't bothered you since. But then you took him to court and you lost. The judge told you had no warrant to get a damn restraining order, ma'am, because he wasn't messing with you.
Wow.
Storm, are you going to come close out the show?
Yeah, no, y'all, this is nowhere near the end. How do you gonna drop?
@gmail.com.
You gonna come out on the wrong end of this?
Storm, so last name, first name.
This is none of this lady's business.
59@gmail.com.
You gonna come out on the wrong end of this field, and I'm trying to protect you because you're a woman, but you're on the wrong side of this, bruh.
Monroe Storm.
59.
Where did the baby
gmail.com.
with the uncle thing come from? That is crazy.
Okay, all I know is I haven't doxed anyone. I haven't given no one's address out.
Yeah,
I haven't done any of it.
Michelle? Oh, we on the second channel, honey. You want me to make you a mod? I can. I sure will. We on the second channel only. Let me hold on. Let me pull this up and make you a mod, Sheriff. I sure will right now. Let's see here. Okay. You see it now, Cheryl? You should have it, honey. Refresh your screen. Yeah, why am I just now? Okay. Saint, did you hear that about her having a baby with her uncle? That's a crazy accusation. That is absolutely bonkers. I don't know if I would like someone accusing me of having a baby with my uncle. That is crazy. That, even for a rumor, that is outlandish.
I said that my kids were stupid.
I never said nothing about your kid. You can't put that on me, honey. That was on the Instagram about
you
the
were
lady.
following
Don't
you
lie.
and
Don't lie. Don't lie.
following the
You are not gonna lie on me. I don't dox, boo. I don't dox.
Okay, well, you did something worse today, and that is why I did the ex parte, because y'all sycophants.
Right?
You're sycophants. You get beside yourself.
Storm.
You're talking about I can't get over the Congo, but you are taking hard to get on it.
Storm 59@gmail.com.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay.
The doxing thing is
Same text he has, I
it's a
have.
whole crime.
I'm not sending no text messages. I don't care about the text messages. That's all irrelevant.
Billy, you shouldn't have never got into
You don't
this.
tell me what to do, girl. You the one came out here and did interviews about Dr. Umar.
That's him. That's not you, boo. That's him. Let him fight his own
You're
battle.
the only one. You don't own
Let him fight his own battle.
with you.
Let him fight his own battle.
I'm not fighting a battle. I'm not fighting a battle.
Yeah, you are. You up here caping, and you're wrong.
What am I wrong?
I told you this nigga's under a federal. They're investigating him for a federal indictment. Why are you next to this? Don't you got people that you care about that care about you?
Tell me what I'm wrong about, and you tell me what I'm wrong about, and I'll stand there.
Okay.
Tell me what I'm wrong about. No, seriously.
I am. You're wrong because you are overstepping. You are taking ownership of my story, and you weren't there. You don't know what happened. You don't know certain things I haven't even released to the public. And you're out here caping, and you're caping blindly. When they go in that house, they're going to take the mother. You've never been in the house.
Can I ask you a question now?
Yes.
Why do you want them to take his mother?
I don't, but I don't want her.
Okay, please let me finish. He has siblings. I know for a fact those siblings have access to his mother. If they want to go see their mother, they can.
No, they can't. They can't even serve him. There's paperwork saying they can't serve him. Philly, listen.
Okay, let me tell you this. Dr. Umar is going to be. I know exactly where he's going to be taking this. Have him served in. He tell you guys where he's going to be every time he speaks.
Listen.
See,
see that right there. I have to agree with that. They can have him served wherever he's going to be. Have the process server. They're ready to serve him. All they need to do is show proof that they served him. Whether he accepts it or not is irrelevant. He does not have to accept service to be considered served. And every state has different nuances in state laws when it comes to certain documents, certain petitions being served, right? So if you file a petition for a protection order, let's say in one state, you can be served by the clerk of the court over the phone. In the state of Michigan, I believe. Yep, in the state of Michigan. The clerk of the court can service you over the phone call. They will consider that by state law service. in the state of Michigan for a protection order. So depending on the filing, the pleading, that determines how service should be rendered, what they consider service by law. And each state can vary. But if you want to serve him in person, you just know where he's going to be, and then you have service rendered, and all they have to do is prove that they rendered service. Even if they just take a photo of him leaving, or they're live streaming, or when, some process service wear body cameras because they're considered officers of the court. So they could be wearing a body camera and recording, handing it over. Are you Umar Johnson, Jermaine Shoemake? Yes, I am. You consider yourself served. If he drops the damn thing on the floor, oh well. That is not a predicate to determine whether or not he was served because they put it in his hand or not. They got him to confirm his identity, and they acknowledge that they are a process server serving him XYZ document. It is recorded. Whether they put it in his hand is irrelevant. He acknowledged it. That is the confirmation. This is why knowing the law is imperative. That is considered service being done. And you can show that to the court for the type of, petition that they will be filing. I guess would be to challenge a protection order of some sort, or for custody, to be able to have visitation with her. Yeah, no, you don't have to. Did we put in his hand? No, Your Honor, here's the full video of what the process server recorded. He refused to take the actual documents, but they checked off everything by state law that was required in order for service to be considered rendered to the defendant. And that's it. Based on whatever they're serving. It's just like that. Federal lawsuits are going to, of course, be different from a petition for, visitation or custody or something to that extent. But based on whatever the law court rule is on service for those particular documents, that could be service rendered. Him acknowledging he is who he is, and that's it. He don't have to, whether you say something or not, don't care. Got you on camera. You acknowledging who you are. You are this person in this video, and we served you. There you go. Kick rocks, throw a tantrum somewhere else. We don't give a damn. He's either going to show up for court or he's not. Guess what? He'll show up if it comes down to his mother. So stand there and act like you an idiot if you want to, deaf, dumb, and mute. Pretend that you're deaf, dumb, and mute if you want. Once the judge says, well, that satisfies the law when it comes to service for this particular proceeding, and we're going to proceed forward. If he does not show up, petition against automatic judgment in their favor. If he shows up, they at the very least will acknowledge that it is considered service process, and then they're going to move forward with the proceeding. That's it. He's the only one that misses out on this. It's that simple. So I don't understand why they can't just get the process server to show up at wherever he's going to be and have his ass served. I don't agree with that because that's not how laws work when it comes to serving certain court documents. They need to just get it together and do it. That's it. It's that simple.
They have already, for one, there's something that you don't know. Like I said, there's stuff that I don't release. But Storm has it. There's a reason why they're not on this persistently. But it doesn't make a difference. The man knows that is their mother. They deserve to work this out with the family. And she's being left with people, just random ass people. That woman is being cleaned up by people that have no emotional attachment or investment in her well-being. Let her go with her family. No. He's not even in the country half of the time. No court is going to see the reasoning why you are getting these women. You set yourself up to be exposed.
Okay,
you set yourself up to be exposed. All he had to do, he got 2 sisters, 3 brothers. All he had to do was allow them to help him, and he won't do it. I've seen the text messages of, like y'all like to say, I was exposed, and he stacks them up. He gets a kick out of watching people ask, where are you? What are you doing? How's mama? How's mama? How's mama? Over a span of years. That's an evil person. The mom, if you seen that mom's ass, you would not be on here doing this. Nobody, not even a pit. I wouldn't give him a pit to take care of. He does not deserve to have that woman. I'm out here with my government name, my alias, bare face, putting my face on it. If they go up in that house, they'll say, okay, we can go and talk to her because she lied. But that's not going to happen.
They've been there.
They have not been inside Philly. Philly, they haven't been inside because I had cameras.
To me, he has told me because I needed to know. I said, what about your mother? He has told me his mother is fine.
Oh my God, sweetheart, his mom is not fine.
I've seen pictures just like you. His mother is fine.
His mom is not fine. I'm telling
you, Lene, you haven't seen this woman since over a year ago.
And that's one time. I know more about her than what you do.
Oh my goodness, see, that's it. You're
on the side of caution.
They're
on the side of caution.
Lene, let me talk. Okay, you don't want no other woman. You think that no other woman can
This is not about this.
No, I'm not talking about no Shango. You don't think no one else can be closer and he confide and they know how the well-being of the mother. I'm trying to tell you, you're not the only one.
I understand that. I know that. One just came out. And you know what she said? What I said.
No, I don't believe everything anyone says, but I'm telling you, I believe that my eyes
moving the goalposts, baby. And this is why the conscious community does not hold any weight because y'all keep moving the damn goalposts.
I'm not moving any post. All I'm telling you is that things have changed. And first of all,
now, Phil, I gotta say this: the girl I interviewed before, a couple weeks ago, whatever, she just quit as of like February, and what she showed me was that house was in disarray. I got to keep it real.
Okay, so I watched the video on your channel. What I see is Dr. Umar gets a lot of gifts. He gets a lot of things. He is a man. He does go out and speak a lot. He travels. He may not be as neat as some woman may be.
Baby,
wait, let me finish talking. The house was not filthy. That bathroom, there was a lot of stuff, but it was neat and in order. The living room, there was not food on the floor. The kitchen was clean. So I just see an older house, an older apartment, or whatever it is. That's not like
that's not it. That's not it.
The man is that woman is not living in filth. I'm just saying.
The woman is living in filth, Philly. I'm not. Listen.
Hold up, we'll just play.
You have pictures of the fridge. Can you just even show the fridge? Philly, you got to wake up. You have to wake up. This woman is not in a good situation, and the house has to be immaculate. If she's got open sores on her, she can get a serious infection. When you bring this to Umar, he just blinks real fast and talk about you. You catastrophize it. You catastrophize it. No, I'm not catastrophizing. This is serious.
And yet she's still in that house. I'm so irritated.
Shut me up. Open up the door and let wellness come in here.
Okay, so we're looking at the house. Okay, I see clothes. I see things. I don't see rats and roaches and stuff out. There's stuff's folded up. It's to the side. It's not filthy. It's just
and it's better than when I seen it, honey. That house
that's not even how it looks now. Things have changed. You've been gone over a year.
Yeah, right. But that's not. It took more. That's more of a year's work.
Okay, there's the bathroom. So it's an older bathroom. It's not filthy, nasty. It's not a black tub or a black. I mean,
it's not about clutter. I'm talking about.
Let me help y'all understand something, because I understand how her making these excuses might sound very irritating. Imagine, if you will, the Oompa Loompas, Debo and Associates, going in and defending him. They're going to be overly zealous for their client, and they're going to say these same exact things. I watched way too many court hearings where I've heard attorneys say the same thing. They have a rebuttal for every single thing. That is why it is imperative that if you see something, you say something. How do you have this young lady do all this recording and she still did not call 911? And guess what's going to happen? He goes to court, right? And then they show this video, and let's say this young lady comes in and testifies. They show this video and it's authenticated and the court permits it to be used as evidence. She comes in and testifies. You know what the Oompa Loompas attorney is going to ask? Why didn't you call 911? So you mean to tell me you recorded all of this? You felt that this was a horrible situation. And yet, you did not call the police. You did not call the family out. They didn't come out, get an emergency order for protection to get her immediately removed from the home. Did you take this over to the Elderly Association, to the State Department, for the state of Philadelphia? You say there's signs of elder abuse and negligence. Did you take this to any local authorities? If she says no, guess what? They're going to chew up her whole narrative. So you didn't call the police, you didn't call paramedics, you didn't call fire department, family didn't file anything to get her out this house, and yet you want us to think that she's being abused. You're using terminology like elder abuse. Do you understand how that sounds in court? It has nothing to do with whether I feel like she needs to be with her family. I feel like she should definitely be with her family. I have 2 children. Let me tell you something. My grandmother passed away from advanced stage dementia in a nursing home that her oldest daughter put her in. That was an hour and a half from my house, 2 hours from my home. I hated that. I wish I could have had the opportunity to have her come be with me and have hospice in home care in my house. I was not in a position to do that, but I sure wish I could. But even going out to see her 2 hours away was very difficult to do with 2 young kids like that. Because that's a whole day trip for me. Driving 2+ hours one way to get to her. And I did what I had to do, and I went out as often as I could. Because her oldest daughter knew she was doing that malicious nonsense, putting her way out there that was out of everybody's way. Everybody had to drive over two hours to get to her, except the oldest daughter. So what Umar is doing is something I think all of us can say we've witnessed ourselves, or we know someone that has been in that position to where they've had an elderly parent or grandparent, get care like this, to where long-term care, whether it be at home or in a nursing home facility, and you had this one damn dumb relative that was so evil and vile that went out their way to sit here and to show how much disdain they had for their own mother/grandmother, making it hard for her to have family with her. I know what that feels like. That's why I was so passionate about reporting on this. But when you're looking at it from a legal stance, you have to be neutral. You have to think, what would be their defense? What questions could they ask to counter why you failed to call 911? If you're going to say that she has experienced elder abuse and negligence, then why didn't you report this to the authorities? What is this young lady, what this girl, this 25-year-old, what's she going to be able to say as her defense? Because that's where we are right now. Because I'm like, what? I think it's emotionally and mentally scarring for her to not have access to her kids and her grandchildren like she wants. If they want to see her every day or every other day, however, they have the right to. He doesn't have the right to legally, restrict them from her. But they have to be the more overly zealous ones to go to court and to say, listen, we're sick of this bullshit. Either he's going to come to court and explain himself, or he's going to knock this off. Pull out a weapon on us if you want to. We will have all of SWAT pull out their weapons on you. And I promise you, you will not win that fight. Umar should be petrified at the thought of pulling out a weapon on his own relatives ever again, because they should have nipped that shit in the bud the first time. Buck at us, we bucking back with SWAT, all the police. It's going to be on the news. We're bringing out every news channel we can. We're going to have a whole press conference outside our mama house. Keep on playing with us. That's how that should have been. You a public figure? Oh, we having a whole presser outside her house. We've been kept from going in. We finna go in. Listen. Court of law get it done, but the court of public opinion might get it done faster. Keep playing. That's how that would be. So there is no way I would have left out this situation not calling the authorities, because I would at least want to be able to say, I called, they came out, they did XYZ. Here's the police body camera footage. Here's the police report. So if this does go to court, you don't have the defense attorney chewing your ass up because it's like, well, you never even called the police. So how bad is this elder abuse and this negligence? What are we talking about here? Where's the evidence on all these things? So none of the local authorities even came out. Even if they come out, make him look bad by not opening the door. But have them come out, damn it. If he's gone, there's your opportunity. He's out of town. Let me bring, the elderly association. Let me call the police over here so they can come in and do a wellness check. He's not here to object to it. What he gonna do other than get mad? I can't believe you called the police over there. Yeah, because I wanted them to lay eyes on your mama. I had to wait till you left because you keep blocking the all the other times I tried. You keep blocking it. Why not wait till he gets on a plane and then call the police and have him come in and do a wellness check again? All of these questions are going to be asked by the defense attorney. What's her answer going to be?
The floor is worse than a mechanic shop floor, Philly.
Okay,
let me tell you.
I just don't see. And the little 25-year-old girl, she admitted that, hey, she jumped into his thing. She was throwing herself at him. She wanted to have sex with the good doctor.
But he's supposed to be the adult in the situation. At 16 years old, he's been watching this girl ass get fatter and fatter and fatter. And then he was like, it's time to strike.
A 25-year-old woman is straight up grown.
No, she reached out at 16 years old. Ain't no way I could ever meet a child at 16 and be like, "Ooh, you right plump now for the taking." No, he shouldn't have never dealt with her. What if he looking at little kids at FDMT? I can't wait till you turn of age.
How can you tell him who he needs to be with? Why are you trying
listen, Philly, I laid down with the man. I know his obsession.
Well, you're not the only one that has laid down with him.
I'm not saying that. You're not listening. You so big on taping for this nigga. You are not listening. I know what his little kinks are. He don't need to be around no kids. If you put him in that school, it's going to be a problem.
Wow.
He does not need to be around any kids.
Wait, I'm confused. Either there is a school or there isn't. So
my God.
Now you're saying there is a school. I thought everybody said
this is she's from the generation of don't tell nobody your uncle touches you. This is that
mental. But you know what? Keep on.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm saying you have this idea of keep everything in the house, keep it private.
I'm asking you a simple question. Everybody's saying that Dr. Umar spent all the money and he's under investigation. There's no school. But then you say if you put him in that school, so is there a school or is there not a school?
I know that there is a physical school. There's not an operational school. I know that. But what I'm trying to tell you is you cannot put that man in a school with little children. He calls.
Why are you trying to say that this man was
listen. He calls little kids' body parts rotten cookies. The man has got some problems. Y'all don't want me to talk about his past, but you don't want me to talk about my situation. You got to understand at some point, you have got to understand that there is something wrong with this man. He's broken. I get nauseated just thinking about every time y'all talking about I want him for sex. I will never lay down with that man. And I curse the day that I did because he is looking for younger and younger and younger things to play with.
Okay, now my response to that is every time a black man, something doesn't go people way with a black man, the first thing some of these women, when they break up or whatever you want to call it, he's first you said the man.
Okay, I don't care about him being black or white. I'm just be honest. I don't give a damn about him being black or white. I want what should have happened is this, okay? Because the last caretaker never said why she failed to call the authorities. That should be the first thing. Okay, as soon as he gets out this house, I'm calling 911. I'm calling your family. We getting the hell up out of here. If I got to live stream everything so that all these naysayers can understand, here, listen. We got the police taking photos right now. They're doing a police report. We getting her up out of here because there's clear signs of elder abuse. She has been neglected. She's got bed sores. She's got the XYZ, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to post all these photos up of her, but police out here, you can FOIA the police body camera footage. I mean, it could just be that simple. But I'm going to wait till his ass is gone to get this done. Otherwise, how does this sound in court? Y'all, and it keeps coming down to this, the Shango stick Africans. What are Shango stick Africans? It keeps coming down to this, and it's like, oh my God, this conversation should be much, much deeper than this, but it's not. And it's a missed opportunity.
And was a bisexual sleeping with men in Detroit.
If a man tells you that my dog
you do that to him. First you say he loves women too much, then you want to say he's sleeping.
No, I never said. I said, listen,
Dr. Umar is not sleeping with no damn men. Why do you?
If he likes his asshole played with, what do you think that is?
Well, why would you?
I have acrylic nails. If somebody is pushing him to play with their asshole, what do you think that is?
No. I don't accept that.
You don't have to accept it, but he likes tight spaces. He likes a good tight grip. Now you brought this shit out, not me. He likes tight grip on his fucking dick, and that is why he likes men assholes.
Well, girl, anybody, if you're gonna
now I'm exposing it for the world.
No. You're gonna shut the shop. You might as well do it right. Why would you be all loose with it?
He said I'm the throat goat. Now you moving the goalpost again. I know my skills, but he told me that my jaws are not as strong as a man's. What am I supposed to do with that?
You know what? You say a lot of things. You okay? Let me respond. You say your grip is not strong as a man. You say that he's you believe he's sleeping with men. You say that he would harm children.
He's a sexual deviant. He will fuck a dog if you let him.
Let me finish.
He's a sexual deviant.
She won't let me finish. So when
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Dr. Umar stopped talking to her, which was around February, March, or whatever, right before he met the little 25-year-old. She kept on texting him. She kept going back and forth, trying to get him. Is it over? Can you just?
So I never talked to Umar after that.
Why would you need a man to tell you that it's over? Why does he have to confirm? If he's ignoring you and not responding to you, just move on.
Umar does that. I have things in 2024. There are other women that have the same situation. He does that with everybody. He did that with Zanita Oliver. She's the councilwoman. He does that. He goes into whatever he goes into, and he doesn't answer people. It don't take nothing to tell me, bitch, kick rocks, and I'm out of there.
Well, okay.
Listen. Especially after I told him I'm done, we good. We're going to take sex off the table. I'm going to take care of your mama. I'm going to take the sex off the table.
In the text message, he no longer wanted you to take care of his mother. And
then all this man got on here and told the world I got a stanky coochie. All he had to do was say, hey, I'm done fucking with you. And I would have been like, deuces, nigga. It wouldn't have been nothing. You are making excuses for that man. Y'all ran with them receipts like this is... No, you ran with the receipts like that was the end of it. But I talked to Umar after that. I talked to Umar. I can remember the day when he picked it up. He said, he was like, good Garvey Day from Lambert Park. He was in California.
When you first came out, all I said was, well, maybe she's going
let me tell y'all something. Hey, I'm not remembering the day somebody broke up with me. I don't even remember what happened 2 weeks ago. I know what happened last week. I don't remember what happened week before that. Don't ask me. Lady Look Club, what happened 2 weeks ago? I don't know. I can't tell you. It's like a blur. I'm just saying, in certain things, I'm not gonna remember some shit like that. Who remembers that? It's like me to say, I remember the day I got divorced. It was a sunny day. The skies were clear and blue. What?
Maybe she's scoring. I say, why don't she just leave it alone? I say, I would just leave it alone. The man don't want to. My thing was, why would she come out here and tell everybody how they had sex, when they had sex, and what you did? Why did you do that?
I will tell you.
I will say this. Hold on, Philly. I will say this. I will say he did speak on her first.
No, Storm, you're wrong. You're wrong.
No,
you sure? I seen the
Billy.
Hold on. I
seen the world.
No,
this is what y'all
don't
know.
Storm, she did 3 interviews.
No, it was before. Listen,
said anything about her.
I can't with her.
She did 3 interviews for him. I'm not the only one. People are
y'all keep pushing that shit. That's not what happened. What happened was me and Umar have text messages of me going off on him.
To her and tell her it was over. She decided to out him first.
No, that's not what happened. Storm, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be yelling into it. But that's not what happened. If you go back and I will find the date, he's talking about, okay, Siobhan, I'm gonna be with you in a minute. Ooh, good. Lord have mercy, that purple thong. He's on a live. I told him, why the fuck would you do that? And people know me and they're going to associate I'm sending you pictures. I said, why the fuck would you do that? We were fighting at the time. Umar was trying to get us to the point where he could put all my damn pictures up on IG. This is what he was banking on. I have text messages saying that I know that's what he's going to do far before the dates that she's talking about. And then not only that, he was sending, ask him who Shabazz is. I'm not going to say her first name, but ask him who Shabazz is. He sent a woman into my space to get information. The same thing he was doing out here publicly, he was doing that shit behind closed doors. I drug it to the public because I thought it was going to stop. See, y'all skipped right over that shit. Ask them who Shabazz is from 2017. Never bent her over. Ask her who that and why that woman kept on. And I almost told her who I was dating now. He put people in my space to spy on me because he had no dirt on me. The same reason why he put me up on IG, my name, my phone number, my work.
Somebody said it feels like an episode of Jerry Springer. No. Dear Lord. What is y'all? Oh man, don't name call. You don't have to name call. What the Lord have mercy. I don't need to ask about no specific person. No reason to drop a name. I don't think that person would be like, I don't want anyone to say my name like that. That is crazy.
For people to give him dirt. And to this day, nobody will give y'all any dirt. Why? Because I don't fuck around. I don't mess with people. I'm a good-hearted person. I don't do no fuck shit. And y'all still been trying to dig into my work, my addresses that were not mine. And I told y'all those weren't my addresses. I told you I'm a federal employee. Do not go digging around in my employment. Y'all wanted to do that. Oh, she was just a clerk. Oh, she did this on open payrolls. And I told y'all, I know what's out there. We put it out there. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. Stay away from it. You keep going back into the space, trying to win Umar's attention. And you need to stop. You really need to stop.
I'm gonna let her. Okay. First of all, I'm not.
What other reason could it be? What other reason could it be? This is like me stepping into Clarissa and Papoose shit, and I'm born in on Remy. Like, you just need to stay out of their business. Like, who the hell are you? Why are you here? You and Petty. I've been ignoring y'all so you wouldn't get in it because you're going to take this shit in the wrong direction. And that's exactly what the fuck y'all did. You took the focus off of his mama, off his daughter, off of all the evil he did, and turned this into she's bitter about losing the Shango. The nigga got a bad back. He was not up in that motherfucker working me out. It's not that deep.
Anywho,
it's never that deep.
I'm not interested in no Dr. Umar sexually.
Okay, well, you out here talking about I want the Shango.
You the one said you was sucking on the Shango.
Okay, so what? That was to embarrass him.
You're not gonna get it anymore.
Billy, I was trying to get the man to crash the fuck out like he did on the fish tank, but he didn't go all the way in like I thought he would because people don't know that Umar. All y'all had to do was sit back and watch the show.
Why do you want him to crash out?
Because his online persona is a lie, and the stuff that's going on behind doors. Baby, do you know he done tanked businesses? Do you know that this man done did some scandalous shit to people that own black businesses? You know that he's done scandalous shit to them. You know he's wasted contractors' time. He's lied on people. He's done some evil. He put a chick from Kansas City in a headlock. What? And he didn't send her $500, but y'all buried that story. He put her in a fucking headlock and then sent her $500 and make it look like she was an escort. Then they bullied her off the net.
Well, I get you guys, man. I have to have evidence on that shit, though. I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna report on that without proof. I'm just not. No, this is so crazy. I have to have evidence on stuff like that. Somebody got put in a headlock. Where's the police report? Did she call the cops? Because that's how I have to. That's how else do you protect your platform and the integrity of your reporting for those who do care? Because I care. Damn it. That's why I'm so irritated about the lying from malware. That's why I'm so irritated to see that she was sitting here on Lennon's channel texting about Lennon's videos to Umar in real time, trying to have his videos struck. What do you mean? Like, it's, oh my God, you can't just drop something like that without evidence. You need evidence. I'm sorry, no.
I got trauma behind that. You stay in my seat.
Evidence.
When I came out, nobody said there's another girl.
You like throwing a lot of stuff out here.
No, I'm not. This is factual.
Oh that's all you do. You have been defaming his character for an entire year. Even with Lene, if you were writing anyway, when you was in that courtroom and that judge would not have told you, ma'am, this courthouse is not a playroom, not a circus.
Because we were talking about stanky coochie in front of an old wrinkled up white woman. She didn't want that shit in her courtroom.
Well, why did you bring it? You found it, not him.
Because they told me to get an ex parte because you fucking sycophants, you zealots. Y'all keep messing with me. You were sending me
texts. I'm messing with you.
Not you, but I have plenty of phone numbers that were calling when he doxed my phone number. Leave Umar and Queen Mother alone. Stop doing this. Stop doing that. They were calling and harassing me. I didn't know which one of you motherfuckers I was going to have to shoot. So I said, let me get a paper trail.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. This is you. Shoot. Why
That's the fact. You come on my property over Umar, I'm going to take your head off. What do you think this is?
Oh my goodness! Now don't threaten me.
No, I didn't threaten you. I told you what it was, and I told Kansas City, Missouri Police Department the same shit. If they step on my property, I'm going in.
Lene, you've been posting guns on your Instagram. You love to talk about it, but I
collect them, silly ass. I collect guns, but I've never threatened anybody. I've never threatened anybody, nor would I ever. I'm a responsible carrier, but I'm telling you, if you come on my property like anybody else, if y'all come on my property talking about we pulling up for Umar, I'm gonna take your head off.
Ain't nobody gonna put. What are you talking about?
Okay,
who's pulling up for Umar?
Why did he send my address all the way up to Maryland to a chick that didn't even exist? It was a couple storm that made up a woman, and they was using it because he's so sexually focused. They were using a woman. She wasn't even real. They were using a woman to mess with Umar. He sends this woman my address. I got my 17-year-old kid living here. I told her, they said, you need to call the police. This is getting serious. He posted my address. They posted my address. I had everybody sending me this stuff about some addresses that are not real. And I don't live there, but somebody does. I had to report it. And but I wasn't posting any guns. My father died, and me and my dad used to go to the range. I wasn't posting guns to threaten people. And the law enforcement was watching the IG page. They knew I wasn't. My dad's last text to me was like, look what I got, because he bought a judge. And I said, oh shit, we ready to go to the range? And he was like, not today. The weather isn't good. And that's why I posted it up, and it was my daddy holding a gun. But I never threatened anybody with a gun, and nor would I ever. And people that know me know I'm very responsible. I got control over my emotions for the most part. When it comes to altercations, I always try to die things down. I'm not like that. But I told the Kansas City, Missouri Police Department, if one of these Omarions come on my damn property, I'm going to drop them. And I mean it. And they know I mean it. It wasn't to sound tough or hard. I'm a single person guarding my castle. My son knows how to shoot too. But we shouldn't be put in a situation, I don't know what the hell they on. So they told me to go get an ex parte so you can have a paper trail there. If you do have to do anything, at least you try to protect yourself in the right way.
That is all right. And sorry for your loss, Lene. Sorry for your loss.
Thank you. But
I didn't know he put your address. I thought the phone number. I didn't know the address too.
He sent my address.
Okay, now Umar has done this in a live stream where he's posted up people's addresses. So that's not a lie. We've seen him and heard him do this in a video. But it does not help when you go back out and you perpetuate that same nonsense by saying you got personal information on people. And you're putting out these statements with the intent to dox someone. You don't do that bullshit knowing it has been done to you, because first of all, it's a cyber crime. Secondly, it does put that person's life in danger because you don't know who's going to pull up. There are some crazy ass people on the internet. Did y'all know there was some crazy ass people on the internet? There's some crazy ass people out here on YouTube. Over 1 billion users. Imagine if 10% of the 1 billion users on YouTube are out of their mind and willing to pull up on somebody, don't know who they are, with weapons fully loaded and everything, because somebody dropped somebody's address. You would have situations like the content creator that lost his life, him and his wife, over there in Las Vegas last year. You have situations like that all the time. Y'all, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. So there are crazy people. That's why you don't perpetuate that nonsense. Malware sitting here talking about, I got personal information on these people. Who are you talking to? Who are you threatening? Because see, one thing I'm not going to do is try to get information, personal information on her. What the fuck for? Malware is of no interest to me. Not to that extent where I feel like I need to get personal information on her. No, you're not that interesting to me. But for her to say that repetitively, your intent is to try to dox someone. That is a crime. So don't cry when you get reported to the FBI. F you and all that BS you talking about. Because I don't have time for you to sit here and put my personal information out, and it puts my kids' lives in jeopardy. I will reshift the gravitational pull of this whole planet over my 2 kids. Don't fuck with me with my kids. Putting my information out there puts my kids in a line of danger. And you don't know who you're inciting to violence. And that's what cyber doxing does. That's what doxing does. It incites people to want to be violent upon someone. Pull up on them. Pull up on them if you want to. All the police gonna be waiting on your ass over here in this hood. Somebody gets shot today because the cops gonna pull out on them. We're not playing that shit. That's why you don't do that. That's why you don't say stuff like there's nothing that has happened that is that severe for me to say I have personal information on people. I'm going to release it. The fuck you mean? So you admitting that you're going to do this cyber crime before you do it. So it's intentional. Thank you. I mean, it's so stupid. That's why you don't perpetuate that. How are they any better than Umar if they're doing the same bullshit? You got somebody sending you personal information on me. How the f they getting it? You have no idea what I have the ability to access either. I know when someone's running my personal information, my name, social, date of birth. I know when their hits out. I have all kinds of alerts I get. Don't forget who one of my godmothers is. And I do this to safeguard my kids. So the F is wrong with these people that feel like, oh, I'm just going to dig up information on this person and do what the fuck exactly? Then they want to sit here and cry, oh, that's foul, you know, because now you got a whole complaint filed with the FBI because of the bullshit you're doing. What you're doing is cybercrime. And you're trying to do it against minor kids. People don't play that shit. That's why you don't do it. You don't perpetuate that. It's not ever necessary to do that. If I cannot come back with a clapback, because, you know, Monroe wanted to sit here and talk about on the black, brown skin version of Shrek. If I can't clap back against her properly without having to sit here and get personal information on her, I don't need to be clapping back. I don't need to be online. That is so ridiculous. It's not even funny. It's dangerous. And you're willing to open emails where someone's sending you personal information on somebody. So you're admitting to that, and you can't deny in court or in an investigation to an investigator that you were not willing to receive personal information on someone with the intent to dox them. Can't say that's not the case because you're on video saying that. Congratulations, you're still stupid. But what is that? How does that make them any better than Umar when they're doing the same shit? They're doing the same stuff. What's going on, effortlessly? How you doing? My Chaos said, My Chaos Brew brought me here. Oh, much love to My Chaos Brew. Shout out to her. Yo, one shot gave and said, yep, so they put you in handcuffs. Okay, it's so crazy. You don't make threats on people's lives or dox them because you don't want that to be done to you. Umar has done that. I didn't agree when he did it. I don't agree with them doing it either.
Just to random people, and they were like,
after she did what she did. I mean, you know what?
I never even posted inside of his address.
I don't care about not being popular in the chat. Get Philly out. All I know is Dr. Umar never came out here and spoke on this woman. She went on Lennon's channel 3 times and did 3 interviews about this man.
I did a world tour.
He never responded. And if anybody wants the truth, then you would go and look at the.
My fear. Do you know why I can't? Do you know why? For one, it was safer out in public because he backed up off of me. He didn't want people to know what he was doing.
But they think Storm. Wait a minute. Umar just came out here and started dragging you, and that's not true.
No. He was doing it offline. I told him I was coming public, and he said, "Do what you do. Do what you do, evil demon." That's what he told me, and I was like, "Okay, bet." I sat my kids down, my family down, and I told him, "Stay away from this because this is what's going on." And I went in on him, and then I went everywhere because I knew this man. I knew what his deal was. I knew that he'd be going around the colleges. He would mess up a young girls. You know how many babies this man has talked women out of keeping. The women that come to me, y'all don't see that part of it. Behind the curtains, you know how many babies this man has decided to sneak the condom off when he's hitting it from the back, and now he's talked these women, these young girls, in to get rid of the baby.
That is hearsay.
It's not hearsay. There are actually women that have these.
But where are these women? Why are you the spokeswoman for every woman he's ever put his shungo in? If it was true,
because I'm the one that came out and I went in on his ass. He could have put up my photos. He drugged my family, and I still have not let up off of him. So they wanted their shit out there. And I'm not the only person that knows this stuff, Philly. There are content creators that know about this shit, and they never stood on business. They never, ever stood on business.
Lynette, you did tell me about the condom thing in our first interview. I remember that.
Yeah. Pause. I'm not going to report on stuff like that if I can't put out the evidence. I'm just not. I'm not going to do that. I heard this woman say twice that this other woman had a baby by her uncle. Why is that a rumor? Y'all, that is the craziest shit ever. I'm not going to put something like that out there if I can't post up the evidence to support it. That's the problem. Don't expect that. She has a channel. She can do it herself.
Forget about that. Oh, you ain't no victim. He snuck the fucking condom off.
Well, you know, just because Dr. Umar is not liked by a lot of people and people don't like, I mean, for whatever reason, when the man is speaking about black folks and black history, he's telling the truth. I don't understand how people can just use their dislike for someone to believe anything that a scorned person might have to say about them.
Not scorned. This has nothing to do with the work. Nobody told him to come off of the work.
You are in denial. You are in denial.
No, I think y'all need me to fit in a box so you can understand this better. I think you need me to fit in a box, Philly, so you can understand, you can conceptualize how and why I'm out here. And it's sad because I know you got a daughter, you got someone that you care about. You would not want this man. You couldn't leave your grandkids with him. You couldn't do that. And you know that. And you're not saying nothing.
Are you saying that you think Dr. Umar would harm children physically? Are you really saying that?
Oh my God.
Are you really saying that? That's what you believe? I'm asking you.
I don't trust him.
Okay, but you're saying people shouldn't leave their children? Are you saying this man would harm a child? Is that what you sitting here telling everyone in the chat who doesn't like me?
Ain't no fucking way in hell I would leave my child with that man in the building. Look at this situation.
You've been saying that Umar doesn't need a school. He doesn't. Are you telling me that you truly believe Dr. Umar would harm a child mentally?
With the bottom part of my heart, I know he does not need to be around children.
No. But why do you feel like, has he ever hurt a child? Has anyone ever reported that this man has hurt a child?
When have you seen him around kids? He's a school psychologist.
No, hold on. I'm gonna say this because I want to make sure we don't defame him. I haven't seen him around kids either. However, I have not heard anybody say anything about him doing anything to kids. So I do have to say I have not heard that.
I have not heard that. Why does she constantly say he's gonna hurt a child?
I don't trust him around kids. He didn't meet my son. I don't trust him around kids.
But you said he would do something. You just said he would do something to a child.
I'm telling you plain as day. You want me to say something I'm not going to say because that would be defaming.
I'm telling you. You already said it.
No, I said I do not trust him. And this ain't the first time I've said that. That's not the first time I've said that. I've told him he do not need to be in a school with kids, especially when I know this man has lied with ease. If something happens to a child, it's his word against yours. And the way y'all are not seeing shit right, even with his mother, if something happens with a child, it would just be tough titty, right? Or the mom would be scorned. She wanted to sleep with him. Why even open up that? Do not put that man near a child.
All I know is Dr. Umar, from my knowledge, and I'm sure if it had Lennon and everybody and their mama would have reported, this man has never been charged with harming a child, never been accused of harming a child. I don't understand why.
You've never seen him film kids, and you've never seen him say that their private parts are rotten cookies. You never heard that.
I want to know what is Dr. How is he?
Okay, well then there are people that
have. Him and his daughter is fine now. People they're fine. So what is the problem? She posts on her page.
I don't bother his daughter. I don't bother her.
I don't bother her. I heard it.
You said what?
You brought her up just the other day.
So that's bringing her up, Billy. That's not me bothering her.
You were insinuating that their relationship isn't good, and they've reconciled. She said it. It came out of her mouth. So I'm not lying about it.
Great, but she doesn't know her family. I don't.
So what? There's a lot of people, but that's whose business. That's not our business.
I'm just talking about. You're confusing me talking about the things that I know when you're making it my business.
Confused on is from day one. You've been saying Dr. Umar is gay. He's bisexual. Dr. Umar.
He might. Well, hold on. Now today was the first day I had ever heard that. I ain't never heard he was bisexual.
Right? Somebody in some place in Michigan. She defames this man's character all the time, and it's not right. He doesn't do.
Tell him. Listen. This is what he can do. This is shut all this shit down. Do what the fuck he said he was going to do in a fish tank video. Get an attorney, lawyer up.
Why does he need an attorney? He doesn't care about you.
That ain't got nothing to do with caring about me, dingbat. I'm sorry, that slipped out. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry.
I'm a dingbat.
No, you're not doing that. I apologize.
Go right ahead.
But I'm saying that all he has to do, if I'm lying so much, this is why I want this to go to court, because if I'm lying so much, y'all just keep saying she's lying, but you don't have any proof that I'm lying. None. Because you don't know what's going on. You don't know anything about his childhood. But I've talked to his siblings. And when I say he don't even
how do you know who I've talked to? How do you know?
Because they're watching this stuff. You think that they're off in La La Land? They watch this shit.
I know exactly who's
watching. You guys told me don't post his mother's picture. Well, you guys told me don't post his mom's picture, and the family told me that I could.
Now, Philly, she has spoken with his relatives. That's quite
all right. But I'm saying she doesn't know who I speak to.
I don't care.
Okay,
because I'm not saying that like I don't care about you.
Tell me what I don't know.
But I'm saying is bring that out. Bring those receipts out instead of just saying she's lying. She's just doing it to the good doctor. You got to get facts behind you.
No, if you want to keep defaming him and saying that he's all those things, you go right ahead.
All right, we gonna call it a pause there, Philly. Thank you for joining us. All right.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Ooh, a lot came out tonight.
Y'all. Something else. Rosetta said, I'm still here listening, girl, child. That cat fight was something else, y'all. That's the end of the cat fight. Nah, she insinuated it, though. That's what I'm saying. It's just certain things I'm not going to repeat. I'm not going to repeat anything about the condoms and the kid. I'm not gonna repeat that stuff. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it because if I can't provide evidence on it, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. We all know his mother is bedbound and she has health conditions. Do I need to sit here and name them? No. No one needs to do that. We can physically see her in bed. We see, and he has confirmed she's bedbound. She has disabilities. We know that. Those are facts. Do I need to go in and speak on it if I can't see evidence of elder abuse and I don't see how anyone has contacted the authorities? I'm gonna wait till he leaves and I'm gonna have the police out here in a minute. Like, if that hasn't happened, how do you think that's gonna come across in court? A defense attorney would tear that shit up. And that's not being biased. That's being neutral and impartial. You got to look at a case from both sides of the aisle. If you only look at it from your side, you're already destined to lose. Because you need to have a rebuttal. If you're asked, why didn't you call the authorities? You got to have a response. You got to brace yourself for a defense attorney to come in and attack you on that. If you've been a caretaker in that home and you did not get the police out there, or if you're out here saying, I've tried to protect Umar, they're going to tear that shit up. Bottom line. And if you don't understand how copyright laws work, I don't expect you to understand how cross-examination works either. But they're going to tear you up to shreds because you can't explain why. All these caretakers out here say, yeah, she's not being treated right. So why didn't you call the police? Why didn't you wait till he leave and get the police out there? If he's got other relatives that are willing to take care of her and they can do it at the drop of a dime. She's got other kids. She's got grandchildren. What are we talking about here? We just wait till his ass gets on a plane and then we call 911. And he listened to me, so now he's going to be scared to get on a plane and go anywhere because he's going to think the next person that's out there is going to call the police while I'm gone. That's what should happen, though, right? If you're trying to get somebody out of a situation where you know that there's clear sign and evidence of elder abuse. That's stuff you report to the authorities. You don't just leave it lingering in the air and then talk about it after the fact. That's not how that works. But yet, if you go to court with that, they're going to tear your ass up on the stand. And that's the bottom line. That was a lot, y'all. Y'all, we coming up on 3 hours. Oh, this was fun. Oh, man. The cat fight. She said, I'm revoking your permission. She called her dingbat. Yeah, channel. All over the place. I have fun. Did y'all have fun? Yeah, we can only do that over here on the LLC with Sweet Tea. Shout out to you all for the support. All the memberships. Oh, Melinda becoming a new member and gifting memberships. You are awesome, honey, and I love you. Thank you so much. Melinda gifted what? 10 memberships? 15? Rosetta became a member and gifted memberships. And then gifted some more. Melinda gifted 20 memberships. Rosetta gifted 10 memberships. You guys are awesome. Oh, I want to thank you guys. I am one blessed woman, okay? You guys have emailed me, checked up on me. Y'all know I lost one of my godmothers. And you guys, showed me a lot of love. So many of you all reached out to me. Hey, LLC, we're thinking about you. We miss you. I know it was a minute. It's been a week since I've been able to go live, but we're on it. And you guys see the lineup for the weekend. And so I'm excited. You guys make sure you tune in because I'm going to have a lot more content than posting here, especially about some of the true crime stories that I'm not going to put over on the LLC main channel because I want this to kind of be its own separate thing. So a lot more true crime is going to come over here and a lot more of this sweet tea stuff like this, just when we're having fun and being messy. Let's be honest. This cat fight was messy as hell. It was funny though. But that's what's gonna be over here, only on LLC with Sweet Tea. So spread the word. Is growing here. And I thank God for all of you all. I thank you all so much for your support here. All right. We're going to be back at it tomorrow, y'all, because we got Tiffany Henry to talk about. Ugh, child, that one. And if you all can, make sure you check out the videos that were posted on Wednesday, I think. I posted a couple videos on Wednesday. So check that out about Letitia Stout and about Tiffany Henry. And then we're doing a few lives on her, and going on with some FBI plea deals. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. And I appreciate you guys for joining me on this journey over here in the Lady Luck Club with Sweet Tea and on the main page. Tomorrow, we're doing a marathon on Candice. We're coming for you, Candice. You dumb Ewok. Y'all, she been acting up over there on what's it called? Twitter? Whatever it is. X.com, Twitter. Oh, child, she just having a whole fit. Trump done told to sue her ass. It's funny. Erica Kirk told Erica Kirk to sue her. Yeah, that should happen for sure. But either way, y'all, tune in, check out the notifications, and give shout outs to Melinda and Rosetta for your memberships if you've grabbed one. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you all, and I will see you all tomorrow. Y'all have a good evening. Get some sleep. To the next one. Let it look club out. Deuces.